Boxing, home of the High Level Pro Boxing Media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. Now we're going to be talking to Coach Anthony, and we're going to be talking to everybody. And what's going on, Coach?
What's up, brother? How you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Can't complain.
That's good, man. I seen some of your posts upon last night's fights, and I wanted to get your recap on it on my show.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a pretty easy fight to score.
Start with the co-main event with Keyshawn and what does this mean and stuff like that, because he called out Tio right after, you know.
Yeah, so Keyshawn looked good. He boxed. He did what he was supposed to do. I thought that Pedraza didn't quite look as sharp as he usually does, but he's older now. And Keyshawn is a young kid. He's hungry. So, I mean, I don't know about where Keyshawn's going to go yet. I still feel like I want to see more from the kid. But he did what he was supposed to do yesterday. So, good fight for him.
You think that the stoppage was good?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Pedraza was, there's no reason to let him take punishment. I mean, he didn't really show that he was really had any real. I didn't really feel like he was going to win the fight. So, I mean, he was starting to get hit with some clean shots. So, for me, good stoppage.
Obviously, he's 135 pounds, contender. Obviously, the silver medal in the amateurs and all that good stuff. But is he ready for a Teofimo López type of a thing?
Yeah. Because Teofimo López showed me yesterday that he doesn't like guys who use lateral movement. You see, everybody likes to talk about footwork as running. Oh, he's running. No. We got 20 by 20 ring. We can use it however the fuck we want. We're going in circles. That's called lateral movement. So until you guys understand that, you guys will never understand boxing. So guys like Keyshawn Davis, who use lateral movement, he understands his range, his jab, he's athletic. And guys like that are always going to trouble Teofimo López.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a whole bunch of questions because of that. That division is so hot, Ant. So that being said, talk about the main event. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the main event. How'd you score it? How'd you view it?
I mean, it's real simple, man. I didn't sit there with a pen and paper, but it's real simple, man. You know, Ortiz landed more punches. Look, there was moments that, a lot of people want to say Ortiz didn't win because he didn't beat the champ. I just did a post on this on my gram. That's all. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Because at the end of the day, it's about a fighter using the point system that boxing says you can use, which is land more punches and get hit less. Ortiz landed more punches last night and got hit less. There was moments that Teofimo even challenged Ortiz to come to him, and Ortiz went right to him through a 5 or 6 hit flurry combination, and it still didn't get answered by Teofimo López. So for all the Teofimo López fans out there that want to go ahead and stick with their guy, I'm totally okay with that. I understand, you know what I'm saying? You're going to root for your guy and all of that, and I don't have no problems with Teofimo López personally or nothing like that, but I didn't like some of the things he said personally about, Puerto Ricans and shit like that. I didn't like when he said that, so I will address it that way. And that's the day he was saying the Puerto Ricans are basic, but he looked basic to me. He couldn't cut the ring off. He didn't use a jab. He was getting counter-punched on the way in. He didn't land nothing of any significance other than an occasional uppercut here and there. The only reason that Jermaine Ortiz is bleeding over his eye is because
the headbutt.
He got hit with a headbutt, and that obviously played a little bit toward Teofimo's at the end of the fight. However, Jermaine Ortiz's cut man did a phenomenal job slowing that cut down. So, I mean, my personal opinion is Jermaine Ortiz won the fight fair and square. Give the man his motherfucking belt. Simple as that. Give him his belt. You know what I mean? Teofimo López, he's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. I don't want by any means anybody to think that I don't think that Teofimo's a good fighter, but Teofimo has problems with people who use lateral movement, fighters who use a good jab, people who understand defense, and people who aren't going to stand directly in front of him and let him do whatever the fuck they want. Boxing, and I know you want to say something, but boxing is about not cooperating with the person in front of you. Is literally an argument with punches. If you want to go ahead and go toe to toe, that's not what I want to do today. Okay, if I want to go toe to toe and you decide to go toe to toe with me and I knock your ass out, that's your fault. You basically, you didn't argue with me. You basically did whatever I wanted you to do. So, I thought Jermaine Ortiz had a game plan. He stuck to it, and he deserved to win last night. Real simple.
Shout out to Dave Flat Sparks. Tio, he's gifted, not skilled. What would you think?
No, he's skilled. Listen, I think Teofimo López has good upper body movement. You know what I'm saying? He's gifted obviously with his punching power. I do believe that he can punch. He's got some shoulder roll skills, got some upper body movement skills. He has an understanding of fight, but he's at the end of the day, though, he shows he has trouble with guys who don't stand in front of him. He needs you to basically stand in front of him so he can come forward. He's basically showing me he's a little lazy in there because he wants to try to knock you out with that one big shot. So he thinks that he's slick enough to walk you into a big shot. But Jermaine Ortiz didn't fall for that last night, and he had a game plan, and his game plan was, I'm not going to stand in front of this guy. I know this guy's a big puncher. Chances are, punch for punch, he can knock me out. So I'm going to box him. That's called strategy. You feel me? And that's what he did.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. Where as far as these guys are concerned, is it worthy for a rematch? People calling this more boring than the Shakur Stevenson, around that level of the Shakur Stevenson. I think it was actually even more entertaining than the Shakur Stevenson, even though I thought, I could find love for both of them. But in your behalf, does this bring down Jermaine's stock, or is it the same? Does it go up? What do you think? Because he didn't get the nod.
Of course, it brings his stock down because people forget real quick. So what's going to happen is people are going to go to BoxRec and they're going to see that he lost, and they're not going to do their due diligence to actually sit down and score the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it always brings stock down when you lose, because at the end of the day, they're going to say, oh, Teofimo beat Jermaine Ortiz without doing the research. It's just like you and I right now. We wish to try to go back into the 1960s and watch some of these fights that we don't really know who those guys are. All we're going to do on BoxRec is be like, George Foreman knocked out this guy. We're not going to sit there and go back and study it and make sure that he really won. So at the end of the day, terrible for Jermaine Ortiz's career, because now he's basically a B-side opponent. They're never going to really push him as the A-side opponent. And not that they were anyway, but when he fought Lomachenko, I thought Lomachenko edged out the fight. A lot of people thought Jermaine beat Lomachenko. Me personally, I thought Lomachenko edged out the fight. This fight, I know for a fact Ortiz won the fight.
How many times you watched it?
The Jermaine fight with Loma?
No, this one that just happened yesterday.
I only watched it once, and I don't need to watch it again. Honestly, I don't even. People are like, "Yo, I can't believe, Coach Yan, you've been so passionate about this situation." It's because this shit is aggravating already, bro. Yeah. This shit is aggravating already. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I might watch it again, but I know for a fact I saw it in real time. I know who won that fight. You feel me? I'll tell you what, I didn't see anything that Teofimo did that you can argue that he won the fight. Like, oh, he was coming forward. Coming forward, but doing what? Mm-hmm. It is called effective aggression. You were not effective. You were aggressive, but you were not effective. You have to land punches. People saying Jermaine Ortiz is moving around, not landing no punches. I saw him landing more punches than Teo. So what was Teo doing?
I agree.
You coming forward and missing, that's better than moving and hitting. Like that's crazy to me, bro.
So when I say the same remark that you say, people say you got to take it from the champ, and there's a lot of rounds that he's just edging it out. He's just edging it out. It's not like, how like you bringing it back to the amateurs and you're throwing a lot of punches and you remember the punch count. It's not like that.
No, I get what you're saying, but this is my point. So basically what you're telling me is, right, let's talk logically, y'all. For the people in here who might not be agreeing with me, I don't know who's not agreeing with me, but let's erase this vote. Let's erase the two fighters. Let's just make believe it's two fighters that we don't know. So now what we're saying is, if we fight the champ, we got to do twice as much to beat the champ? Like, why does the champ get an advantage on the scorecards because he's the fucking champ? You're defending your belt. You should win fairly the same way the guy challenging the belt should win fairly. So at the end of the day, you didn't do enough to beat the champ. He did enough to win the boxing match no matter who it was. So he won. I don't want to hear about, he's the... Now, I understand it from a promotional standpoint. I understand it from a marketing standpoint. I understand it from a financial standpoint. Listen, I'm a fucking businessman. I understand. However, if we're going to be fair, it doesn't matter if he's the fucking champ. He lost. So he lost, give up the belt, dog. Now, if you want to talk business behind the scenes, it's not a good idea to give Jermaine Ortiz the belt because he's not going to sell tickets like Tio. And then we're not going to get the Devin Haney versus Tio. Then we're not going to get the Shakur versus whoever or the whatever. Okay, I get it. I understand. It's business. I get it, guys. I'm not a fucking idiot. But at the same time, let's be honest. Who won last night on the honesty level? Jermaine Ortiz honestly won the fight, period.
I got here a super chat here on the YouTube. Effective aggressiveness, only Tio connected clear power punches. What would you say about that, Coach?
Say that again?
I got a super chat here. Effective aggressiveness, only Tio connected clear power punches.
Yo, he landed like, I can name him how many shots I remember him landing yesterday, like 2 uppercuts that were decent, and that was after Jermaine Ortiz got the cut over his eye. I mean, I thought Teofimo López won, I think, the first round barely, and then after that, it went on a Jermaine Ortiz spree, and then the headbutt happened, and then you could maybe argue a round or two for Tio after that. But at the end of the day, what are we talking about, man? Effective aggressiveness means you effectively landed punches. Where were the punches being landed, y'all? Where were the punches being landed? He was coming forward. That does not mean you were effective. It means you were coming forward. Coming forward does not mean effectiveness. That means you were coming forward. What's so hard to understand, man? I don't understand this shit, y'all. This shit is insanity to me, bro. I feel like I'm trying to feed steak to a baby, yo. Like, that's a fact. I feel like I'm trying to feed steak to a baby. Like, motherfuckers just don't understand. It's like I'm wasting my breath. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I hear you. We got Flat in the building. What's going on, Flat?
What's good, y'all, my guys? Look, I understand what Coach Ann's saying, right? It's a simple word they created. It's called CompuBox. Everybody got their own opinion about, Ortiz wasn't doing enough. He didn't close how he was supposed to close. But numbers shouldn't lie, bro. This is how I feel. Now I'm saying everybody got an opinion, but numbers shouldn't lie. If you throw more and land more than a fighter, in my opinion, it's no way you should be able to lose, bro. It's no way. You land the cleaner shots. Now I'm saying you land the eye-catching punches. Now I mean Ortiz did all of that. He landed the more eye-catching punches, in my opinion. Now I'm saying, and I keep it real, bro. Everybody know Teofimo from Brooklyn. Now I'm saying I like Teofimo, but at the end of the day, he did not win that fight, bro. He didn't win that fight. Now, I'm not as passionate as my man Coach Ant Spinks. What up?
Corey Spinks, legend. What up?
I'm not as passionate as my man Coach Ant, but I feel that Teofimo lost that fight, bro. It's CompuBox, bro. It's you don't gotta be a rocket scientist to figure this out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
See how people was looking at the fight like, listen, he did get outboxed. There was no doubt. He did get outboxed, but he didn't do anything. He really didn't do anything. Like, when now him outboxing him, Teofimo was throwing but wasn't landing. So it was it was like a toss up to me for real, like, because he was boxing beautifully, but he wasn't output.
But Corey, what I'm saying is when it's like that, and it's like it could go either way. Shouldn't it go to shouldn't copy box be what decides who win? At least in your mind, like, yo, all right, he landed more. Who landed the more eye-catching punches to you, Corey?
Of course, I think he did, but you know, some of them shots from the judges, they can't see him. Like all them check hooks he was catching.
He was landing a lot. Facts.
I don't think they saw some of those. Because
it was clean to me though.
Some of them was so fast you can barely see them. Because they was quick.
I think the bigger name won, bro. And the person who had more interest by the promoter is the one who got the fight, bro. And that's how it goes sometimes.
With a fight like that happens. It does, man. It's sad. It's sad, but it does, man. It happened to me.
Well, that's my point. Like, yo, like I understand like the game from a business perspective. Like from a business perspective, totally understood, y'all. But from being fair, if we're gonna be fair about this down the line, Teofimo didn't do enough to win the fight. Now his body language, he looked like he was going to do something with his body language, but nothing ever ended up happening. Like in my mind, I kept saying, damn, he might catch him with one good shot and knock him out, but the shot never came. You feel what I'm saying? Like the shot never happened.
Right. But Coach Ant, let's go back to what I was saying to you last night, right? To me, and I just said it, I feel like Teofimo is more gifted and less skilled because he has no jab, bro. Yo, let me tell you something. I watched Teofimo spar for years, bro, in Vegas. And he looks way better in sparring because, you know, his explosiveness. You know what I'm saying? He's an explosive fighter, bro. But when you break down technical skills, jab, he got great instinct, so he able to roll punches and slip punches. But when you look at the fundamentals and basics, he has no jab, bro. I didn't see him. His jab is like a pump. It's like he only throw a jab just to try to set something else up.
Do you think he don't throw his jab when he's fighting a faster fighter? Because I feel like if he was boxing someone slower, he would use his jab.
Remember, he went to the southpaw position as well the whole night.
Yeah, when he fought Jermaine, he felt the speed difference immediately. He knew it was going to be hard to hit him, so that's why he was hesitating on throwing a lot of his punches, bro.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro.
You think he surprised him with the southpaw?
Yeah, a little bit. I think he thought he was going to go southpaw.
I don't think anybody did.
Nah.
Look, check this out. Like some fighters like have problems with different styles.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And look, Teofimo has been through this before with Cambosis and
Lomachenko.
Guy. Right. And I'm pretty sure that it went back to the drawing board, tried to show him how to cut off the ring, something he should have been knew coming out of the amateurs.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying, bro.
But it just don't matriculate to here. When he gets in there, he totally forget it. You know what I'm saying? And it just don't register. It's just some people just don't get certain things.
Like this. Hold on 1 second, Flat, just to get the super chat out the way. Runners killing the sport. They should be ashamed. No clean punches. Y'all hating. Like this. But I have to, hey, it's a super chat. I want to be respectful to everyone on YouTube, you know.
But they can't say that, Bill, because that's a part of boxing, bro. Look, this Corey Spinks right here. Y'all never seen Corey Spinks fight? Now I'm saying, like, I'm a world champion who did it. Come on.
Former undisputed champion.
Come on, bro.
The lateral movement. It's called lateral movement, dummy.
Boxing is called the art. The art of art. And not get hit.
Right.
Ain't no boxing is not you stand there, you hit me, I hit you, we hit, That's not boxing. Boxing is a gift. Boxing is supposed to be amazing that a person can hit you and then you throw at the person and he can totally make you miss. That's supposed to be the gift of it. See, people get so caught up in this blood and all that, but people don't even know most of the blood comes from in boxing headbutts.
Like we got here, like another super chat. Thank you, TY, for the $2. Salute to Ortiz. Made a miss, but wasn't making him pay.
Hold on. Can I say something about that, though? Listen, why does everybody come at a guy like Ortiz for making a miss, right? And he was, to me, making him pay more than Teal was making him pay. But anyway, why are we mad at the guy moving and not mad at the guy who couldn't cut off the ring? I don't like that's the shit I understand.
They just getting on him about not making them pay, but they're not getting on the Teofimo for not. You supposed to be a super champ. You don't even know how to cut off the ring yet, bro. Thank you. You don't even know how to cut off the ring yet, bro.
Yo, bro, this is what I'm trying to say. Why not be mad at Teofimo for not going to his body and slowing him down? Because Ortiz was moving in the 12th round like it was the first round, bro. I'm talking about if you in there with a guy like a top-notch fighter, bro, he's supposed to know how to cut the ring off, go to your body, and slow you down, bro.
You know what, though?
It's not his fault that he couldn't do that, bro. It's not Ortiz.
You know what I've noticed, though, man? This new age, man, a lot of them don't know how to cut off the ring.
It's a fact.
They don't know how to cut off the ring. Teofimo is he's not in that by himself. It's mainly a lot of them, like all of them, man, do not know how to cut off the ring. And that's textbook to me.
Textbook, basic fundamentals, bro.
If a person moving, you got to know how to get to him. You got to know how to get to him. And back in the day, don't follow him. Don't follow him.
Never.
Don't chase him. Don't chase him.
Never chase him, bro.
Yep.
But I don't get it, man. It's like boxing has changed so much, man.
Even like I said, the jab is a lost art, bro. Yeah. The jab. Teofimo had no jab, bro. I know y'all saying maybe it was because of Ortiz's style, but to me, bro, that's when if all else fails, bro.
Yeah, but he's coming in southpaw. He's coming in southpaw. He's not the longer fighter. And honestly, to be honest with you, I was expecting Teal to be the sharper guy that night. And to be honest with you, it was Ortiz. Ortiz was the sharper guy. Obviously, the sharper puncher is Teal, but he's the better puncher, point blank. But he wasn't putting them together.
Like Fat was just saying, the jab. Man, the best jab I done seen for real so far in boxing, and he just came back, was Charlo.
He did. Charlo got a mean jab. Charlo jab. I fucking agree.
Shout out to Rodney Shields.
Right. That was right. Performance.
I'm like, I'm like, that's all I was saying. I'm like, this dude jab is amazing.
And Devin, I give Devin Haney that too. Devin Haney got a nice jab. That too. He do.
That's bread and butter.
See, that's the thing. The people that use it, because that's where it starts. That's where your defense starts. That's where your offense starts. But guys don't do that. They don't use their feints. That's all a part of being confusing.
Yep.
Of being confusing, but it's been lost. It's been lost. Of course, you want to be exciting. You know what I'm saying? But you want to show the skill. You want to show the skill as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's always exciting when you see a young fighter like Abdullah Mason going there. And didn't care what this guy threw.
Don't throw that lazy jab at me, boy.
He threw it close to it. He came right over it.
That was impressive.
That was impressive.
You can see he's seen it for a while.
Yeah, man. It's just we'll see how much these guys stay the same once they get there. Mm-hmm. Once they get to that next level, when you start fighting the same fighting almost the same caliber of fighter that you are.
Let me get this last super chat here. Points should be deducted for not engaging. Hey, we don't make the rule. We don't make the rules. We just apply by them.
You gonna do that, man? But you gotta. That's crazy, bro. But you gotta. That's why you gotta learn to keep a person engaged. You gotta learn how. That's what I just mentioned. The feints, the jabs. You gotta bring a person out of that.
When you hear comments like that, it makes you not even want to explain yourself.
Yeah,
I don't want to explain. It just shows you. I'm telling you, it's like you feed a steak to a baby, bro. You can't. These motherfuckers will never understand because they got no intellect of what boxing truly is.
Look, in my Roger Mayweather voice, they don't know shit about boxing.
Right. That's a fact. So everybody want to see Rock'em Sock'em, Blood and Guts. Everybody want to see a Toro Gotti versus Mickey Ward. Every fight is not like that, bro.
Hell no. Everybody, listen. Everybody.
Corey Spinks. Not to cut you off. How many professional fights do you have?
I have like 50, like almost 50.
Do you dumb motherfuckers in this chat hear how clearly this man speaks? Do you see that he can hold the conversation after 50 professional fights? You know what that's from? That's from smart boxing. Most of the motherfuckers who go toe-to-toe can't even have a conversation when their career is over.
I was just for the pinpoint on
me crazy, bro.
I was just for the pinpoint on that, man. Like when you want to play rock, sock'em, robot, your head is not meant to be hit.
No, sir.
Anytime you bump your head to anything, that's trauma to your brain. Your brain moves and shifts.
And you know what's sad about it, bro? When a fighter get brain damage and he can't talk no more, guess what? They just on to the next fighter. They ain't coming. They ain't looking back. All the motherfuckers talking shit never donated $1 to any fighter who's fucked up right now. It's crazy. None of them never donated $1, but they got the most to say.
Man, they don't understand, man. We blessed to make it out with just, part of our just. They don't know every boxer have complications after this sport, man. It's your hands, your head, your knees, something.
Yo, just sparring alone, bro.
Hell yeah.
Sparring. A lot of times, sparring tougher than a fight. Yeah.
It'd be worse. Yeah.
Of course, that's facts because when we go to camp, we got 3 or 4 spar partners. We get in there we get a fresh body. We get a fresh body. We gotta get ourselves beat on. We gotta get ourselves beat on to be rock hard to go in there to fight with these little ass gloves.
Facts.
They would never understand, bro.
Man, people don't understand how small boxing gloves are. They just looking at the whole pack of covering our hands. Man, that shit is thin.
Hell yeah.
That shit is thin, man. They think our hands be so fucked up.
Yo, it's plenty of times I came in the gym with a headache when I was training, and I wanted to say, yo, I don't feel like sparring today, bro. Can't do that, bro. Like how many days you think if a fighter training for a fight, you can't come in on certain days and be like, yo, I'm not sparring today. You got a program and you got to stick to it.
Yep.
Hey, I'm saying,
or you're not gonna get better.
I'll be seeing Flat be up in that playing with them guys up in there.
Yeah, bro. Because look, a lot of times, bro. I'm sparring with guys that don't have, not a lot of times, but sometimes guys that don't have as much experience, bro. Know what I'm saying? Now you got the other hand. I'm in there with the David Benavidez. Know what I'm saying? I'm in there with his brother. I'm in there with Caleb Plant. I've been in there with all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no game. Ain't no playing with.
No, because you gotta push them to be in the best shape they could possibly be in. You helping them out. If you have fasting, you ain't.
Or they gonna kick you out of camp. No more money.
They get you up out of there, bro.
Joe the fuck will.
Yeah. But listen, getting into this division and after watching this performance, right? Tell me the division of 140 is really stacked. Now looking at Tiafimo's lateral movement problems, do guys like Subriel Matias and Devin Haney pose more of a threat to y'all eyes? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, in the YouTube and in the Instagram. Let me know what y'all think, guys. Let me know.
No, I wouldn't say that because Matias gonna come right to you.
Right.
He's not gonna box you.
True.
See, Devin Haney might, but Devin Haney's gonna put out more work.
It seems like there's a lot of problems with different solutions, right? They're gonna have different solutions for all of them, but different problems.
Style makes fights, and it depends on what game plan you come up with. To like the Tiafimo thing, it's a lot of people finna start trying to box him.
Yep.
They finna start. Everybody finna start trying to box him, but they probably just put out a little bit more work. But everybody finna start with him.
Corey, right? Tio or Devin?
No, man. I still can't go against it. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You know.
So you got Tio.
I still think Tio's a terrific fighter, but you know, Devin's like my little brother too. You know what I'm saying? So I like them both, but I'm gonna lean towards Devin, man.
Okay. Coach Anthony, where you at?
I think that if Devin doesn't get hurt, I think Devin wins the fight. I think Tio possesses the skills and the ability to get in though. So it all comes down to if that can go without getting caught. I think Devin Haney overall has more boxing ability and good enough defense to be able to get a decision. But you never know, man. Listen, a lot of people think I don't like Tio. I like Tio. I just didn't think he won last night. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I think, man.
And we didn't appreciate the comment either.
And I ain't like the.
We didn't like that. We didn't like that.
I ain't hear that comment. I
had a little view to that fire.
Yeah, when we have a conversation, we're gonna definitely talk about that.
The thing is, man, it's like of course he's a different fighter from when he was an amateur. You know what I'm saying? But to me, he lost some of the things that he used to do in the amateur. Cause Tio is a very talented fighter, man. He's a very talented fighter, but it's like he done turned pro, and they done turned him into a power puncher.
Yo, Corey, it's like I said, bro. I watched him spar. Nothing but big names, bro. Devin, I watched him spar. I'm talking about I watched him. Rolly, I watched him spar. Even my man, the Darius Miller, I watched him spar, bro. Yeah. I'm talking about numerous times. He's a different fighter in sparring, bro.
Is.
Know what I'm saying?
He throws a lot of more punches.
Yes. Same thing like coming from the images. He was a different fighter. It seemed like now he just waiting for one punch, bro.
Yeah.
He's going with the jab, trying to land one big right hand.
He's in love with the 8-ounce gloves.
Yes.
Call it how it is.
No, he's still listening. No, he's still listening to these people.
That's another thing. A lot of people were hitting me with the coaching part of this situation as well. That's another thing that we need to touch on as well.
Yeah. He need to add another coach to his corner that's going to show him something different.
And I need to know where Subriel Matias falls in all this as well. So we need to touch up on all this. I don't want to go too deep when we're probably only going to have 30 minutes, 20 minutes left of the live before it shuts down, you know? So let's get it, guys. We got a great conversation going on. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody in the YouTube, we got over 130 people on. So let's smash that like button as well.
But you gotta also think about look, he's been trained by his dad his whole career. You know, and bringing in someone else can also mess it up, or can cause confusion. You know what I'm saying? Some people get stuck in their ways. Some people just stuck in their ways and don't want to listen, don't want to get better, man. And I think you know, from the mental state with Teofimo I think he's one of them people. I think if they gonna figure something out, they have to figure something out in their camp alone. Add someone, it ain't gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference. I think.
But at this point, bro, because now he gonna start and wait, hold on. Let's not forget that he was calling out Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
That's another topic we gotta touch on as well. Weepy. That's gonna be a fast topic to touch on anyway.
Yo, listen, bro. He want to fight that next level of opposition now. The Tanks, the Haneys. Now I'm saying those type of guys, bro. Listen, it can't be no. I want to add this to my corner. He needs that, bro, because we got the blueprint on how to beat him now, bro.
No, but from saying that, fucking with Crawford. See, Crawford can box.
Oh my god.
Crawford a boxer, but beat you up while he's boxing.
Yes.
He's the puncher. You guys think he's the bigger puncher in that fight?
Nah, he can get it. Look, from now, what I'm saying, he got a problem with fucking boxing, man. And Crawford
is one of the best of them.
Crawford make him look like a 10-year-old.
Yo, I don't want to see that fight. I don't want people talking about it. I know Punch Drunk be trying to push it, but I don't know, bro. You're going to be trying to hurt Tio.
He's a very gifted.
He's trying to hurt Tio.
Punch, you need to cut it out, Punch. You my boy, though.
He's a very gifted boxer, man. Man, he can say what he wants, man, because Crawford is smart boxer, too. Fuck, he gonna take what everybody else was doing, but he gonna put a little more leather on your ass, though.
That's a fact. And that's not taking nothing. That's not taking nothing away from Teofimo.
Right, it's not.
Crawford the best right now.
I got tunnel vision. I can see that. I can see that, man. I can see that. I'm like, nah. I see him getting his ass whipped.
I'm sure even Tio knows like, yo,
the Southern came out of my boy Corey. Bias.
Teofimo say, yo, I made a mistake even saying that boy name. I gotta leave him alone.
So let's stay in the division. Let's stay in the division. You know what I'm saying? I know that Tio ain't gonna get that fight. Crawford want big fights. You know what I'm saying? Tio not a pay-per-view attraction even yet. So what you think about Subriel Matias, the IBF champion now? Is it? Do you guys look at it differently? Because a lot of people had Tio beating Subriel Matias, and I know it's a different style. It's not that lateral movement, but still, this is a guy that's gonna push with high volume. So regardless of the fact, you're still gonna have to move your feet.
No, I still go Tio way though with that, because he's gonna keep coming. He's gonna keep coming. Something that he want him to do. Something he want to do. So he ain't gotta look for him. He ain't gotta look for him.
What happens if he can't hurt Subriel?
He gonna look. He gonna hurt him. You know what Tio gonna do?
What?
You know what Tio gonna do when he fight him? He gonna box. Same thing.
He gonna box.
That's a fact, Coach.
He gonna be doing the Ortiz, huh?
All night.
Hey, because Tio can box.
He can. And he actually do better in his fights. He actually do better in his fights when he got a guy coming at him.
Yes. And that's why I say I still got him beat him. That's why I say it's still happening. I'm not
going see, styles make fights, and have we really seen Tio in there with a boxer that can punch, that's the size, that's punching probably more than him, and is durable. Remember, this is a big 140. This ain't no little 140. This is a big 140, and he's throwing more punches than all the guys he's been seeing at 135 as well. Talk to me nice.
I was at his last fight, bro. I was at Matias' last fight. That was on a call with Devin for Progress, right? Listen, bro. That dude is a killer, bro. Yeah, that dude Matias. Listen, come with it. He's gonna come, bro. He's not gonna stop, bro. Yeah, he's not gonna stop, bro.
He's gonna come with it. But listen, T.O. is talented, man.
Yes, he is. He'll have to fight the same way Ortiz.
T.O.'s very talented.
Very talented. Gifted, yeah.
Very.
Yeah, they're back.
Nobody's answering the question though. So you saying we all still got Tio? Is that what we're saying? Because
I need more on Matias. I haven't seen enough Matias professional fights to really look. His defense is suspect.
Yo, you hating. He's hating.
Suspect. Look, he's a rock and stopping robot, bro.
Yes, he gets hit, and he gives some to give some.
That's true.
Yo, his last fight, bro. The dude he was fighting was tough too, undefeated Russian. Now I'm saying he was tough, and he was under my man Dimitri Salita, who I came up with in Brooklyn. Know what I'm saying, but listen,
Burger
bro,
Chef.
I'm gonna keep it real, yeah. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Matias was like he was letting that kid hit him. I don't know if that's part of his strategy or, know what I'm saying, like he want to feel the power of the other guy. I don't know. But it's like he was letting that guy hit him, bro. And it's like,
listen, some people you just can't break like that, though. Some people you just, once a person gets a taste of that, like, bro, I don't give a damn what you do. You can keep on letting me hit me in your mouth. You probably gonna come back. I'm gonna keep hitting you in your mouth.
Right.
It's just some people you just can't, man. And I think Tito's one of those people, but he can also, of course, he can be broken too. So he's human, but it'll be interesting, man.
But you gotta remember, all he gotta do is keep hitting him for 12 rounds. He ain't gotta keep hitting him for 5 hours. He's outpointed for 12 rounds. But like when, bro?
Hey, Tio gonna go on that back. He gonna go on that back, man. You know he got rhythm.
He do. A boy can box. I like him better backing up.
And that's when he gonna use that jab he was talking about. He don't got.
He better.
And the stiffies too.
Look, he gonna rise to that occasion because if that fight ever be made, it's gonna be big talk, and he's gonna hear that a lot of negative. Oh man, he's gonna get his ass. You know what I'm saying? And that'll wake him up.
What you think's gonna happen? Cause like, you know, he hurt his hand after the Urkachev fight. We're talking about Subriel, and Tio started sending him offers when he knew that Subriel's hand was hurt. Do you think that they'll renegotiate? Do you think that Tio would take that smoke? And next. Cause
I think so.
Hey, but I gotta get to it, y'all. I'll get at y'all, man.
Thank you, Corey.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I think he'll fight. Matias.
What you think? You think?
I don't see him being scared.
What, he'll fight Matias?
You think?
Yeah, I think he'll do it.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, as long as Matias keeps doing what he's supposed to do and keeps raising that neck, why not? You know,
one thing about Tio, he ain't no hoe, bro.
Definitely.
He'll take a tough fight, bro. He one of them guys. I don't see him ducking too many guys, bro. Cause he fought Loma when nobody went fight Loma, bro. Gotta give him his credit on that, bro.
Yeah, we can't shit on him completely. You gotta give him his credit where it's due. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, 100. So April 20th, they just they're in negotiations. Haney and Ryan Garcia. What you think about that fight, fellas?
Big fight.
That's a fun fight.
What, they 4-4 in the amateurs?
Yeah, I like Devin Haney in that fight, man. I think that I think that Ryan Garcia has shown the fundamental flaws defensively, and I think Devin Haney's going to, utilize his jab, and he's just going to beat him to the punch. I think that Ryan Garcia got that one-punch punching power, but I think Devin will be ready for that. So I got Devin winning that fight, man.
I concur. Yeah, I got Devin winning that fight, but I think Ryan Garcia, he's another fighter. You got to be alert with him the whole fight. He's so explosive. You never know where them shots are coming from. He might just mess around and catch you with some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fact. Somebody in the comments said Ryan is not a good fighter. That's bullshit, bro. Like y'all, I don't know where y'all be getting this y'all analysis. How is Ryan not a good fighter, bro? The kid could fight, bro. He ain't no bum. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't no guy that you could just get in there and he ain't got a chance against a top fighter. No, but I just don't think he could beat Devin. I don't think he could beat Devin. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he got the style or the tools to beat Devin. Because to beat Devin, I think you got to be a fighter that really let your hands. You got to throw a lot of punches to beat Devin, bro. That's the only blueprint I see to beat a fighter like Devin. It's the same thing with a Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with an Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? You gotta either be because you're not gonna land one punch on those type of guys. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta basically break through their defense. You know what I'm saying? And outwork them and hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that's a fact.
So you know, basically, we could basically say that Puerto Ricans ain't too easy.
You can't be from New York saying that, bro, about Puerto Rico. Come on, man. You know, I think Puerto Rico got the most world champions per capita. Per capita. You know what I'm saying? It's a small island, and they produce more world champions for the size of the island.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I definitely, for sure.
This ain't me making no shit up. You feel me? But I will agree with Tio, though. As of recently, we ain't had that many good Puerto Ricans. So I'm not going to totally disagree with Tio. I get what he's saying. Like, the Puerto Ricans haven't shown much as of recently. But you can't shit on the complete culture. You know what I mean? Every culture got an up and down where they pop in and then the other, you know what I'm saying, guy take over. I mean, other than the black fighters, right? There's always a good black fighter on top. You feel me? But Puerto Rico's a small island. So you got to think there's only but so many people there. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, absolutely. That's why you guys got to stay in tune with Subriel Matias' career, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But I got to run, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely, Coach. Thank you for coming in.
Coach. No doubt. I'll chop it up with y'all later.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to be just tapping in some more callers, all right, Flat?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
All right.
Yeah, they gotta stop saying this dumb shit though, bro. Like Ryan Garcia can't fight. What the fuck?
Right.
That's just stupid, bro. What's good?
What's good, Flat?
What's good?
I mean, what's good, Flat? I'm saying what's good, Flat. What's good, Lorenzo?
What's happening, family, man? Hey, man. Like he was saying, man, Ryan's not no.
But hold on. I just want to say, damn, we cooked today. I ain't gonna hold you. We cooked today, but continue, Lorenzo. Finish it off. Put the icing on the top.
Yeah, I think that Ryan Garcia is an equitable fighter. I think he's a reasonable fighter. He has all the tangibilities that any coach would want. And let's not forget, just because Derek James had a rough year last year doesn't mean that he's still not that equitable coach. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, he was still at the top of the hill for the longest, and I think he's going to regain his ability. You know what I'm saying? And regain that shine. I think his stature, first and foremost, with Ryan, it's an impeccable stature. I think that the kid has undoubtedly speed. He has good range on him. You know what I'm saying? He does have good ring IQ. And like I said, with Derek James in his corner, trying to establish his equity as a coach, he's going to utilize and give all of the knowledge he can to Ryan. And I do believe that Ryan presses this fight against Devin. So I call it a 50-50.
Okay.
I just think Devin is too skilled for Ryan. Devin right now, bro, after watching the fight with Regis, and I got a relationship with both of them. I rock with Devin and Regis, so I couldn't pick a side. But I didn't think that Devin was going to thoroughly outbox me like that. You know what I'm saying? Titus, what up?
What up, Titus?
Well, that Ryan and Devin, Ryan and Regis are two different people. You know what I'm saying? My fighters have been capped with all of them, and I can tell you this much: Ryan is a better fighter than Regis Progress, 100%. I agree. It's completely different. The last time I saw Devin working, was for his last fight against Regis, and I told Mill specifically, I said, man, he's going to take the fight to this dude, bet on the knockout. Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was a kid watching him, I seen what he was doing. But one thing that I can say is that rich history between Devin and Ryan, it will bring out a different animal in both fighters. You get what I'm saying? And I think that it would be an underrated fight that's looked over, but I think that it would be a hell of a highlight reel. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that they'll both have something to try to prove. And it probably could potentially end up being a fight of the year if they do close it, just because of how much hostility is there. And I know the numbers will be through the roof. The numbers are going to go crazy. I don't know about the fight of the year thing. Yeah, see, and the reason why I'm saying that is because firsthand, being a part of both their camps, understanding the dynamic between their amateur history, understanding the build-up for it, and where they want to solidify their career. Devin wants to solidify that he is a historical fighter, and Ryan wants to prove that he is an A-class fighter and that he is a problem. That's the only reason why I'm speaking that. I could easily say that, it's going to be a boring fight. Devin's going to beat him, but I'm just playing the hand of the possibility. My mother always used to say this. She used to be like, look, instead of thinking about the worst of things, it could turn out better than you ever imagined. You get what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that this fight will turn out better than what we imagine it as fans, as coaches, and just viewers. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Yeah, there's a possibility there. I'm not going to wipe it out.
Titus in the building. What's your take?
It's I thought it was a robbery. I thought Ortiz could have did more, but he won. I feel like he won. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it wasn't. I wouldn't say he won easy because he could have did more, but I feel like he won. If you look at combat boxing, he won on all categories, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He landed the cleaner punches, more effective punches, and he controlled the pace of the. Hey, a lot of people continue. One thing that, like last night when Mill went live.
Well, got a little treat for you guys. We're going to have Coach Calvin on here on the YouTube channel.
117, 111 was crazy. That's what I said, bro. I said, and I want people to understand this, man. Everybody keeps saying that Ortiz was on his back pedal, that he was on that bike. And I'm gonna tell people now, the name of the game is called boxing. It's not UFC, bro. It is boxing. It is the sweet science. And any coach that's equitable will tell you that you touch and don't get touched, bro. Why do you guys want to sit here and always want to?
Guys, I'm gonna end this because I have to start an interview with Coach Calvin. But thank you guys for tapping in.
All right, bro.
Much love to you guys. Make sure you guys tap into the YouTube channel. We got Coach Calvin in the building right now.
You can't turn the phone around.
Now I don't think so because we're live together, Coach.
Okay, I didn't know. Damn.
But you good though.
We definitely good. Let me take this. All right.
Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button.
We gotta put Senior out.
Channel.
I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you.
Yo,
I did that
Coach.
on purpose. I did that on purpose. We coming in and doing thoughts and stuff. What's happening, man?
What's happening, Coach Calvin in the building? What's going on?
Man, just living life, man, enjoying it, yo, because it can be taken away from you in a second.
Ain't that right?
Ain't that right?
Man, I mean, obviously we chopped it up in the rise, but this is the first time since that incident, man.
Yeah,
Talk to me. Obviously you've been out for a couple of weeks now.
yeah, a couple of weeks. It wasn't. I mean, how I look at it, I came from prison and got where I'm at. I came back to prison to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing on that second half. You get what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I seen a lot of stuff going on, man. So, um, they've been talking about our youth here in Baltimore that they want to make it a little bit harder for them. But I said, they say, yo, you start sending them youth in the I mean, in the jail. A lot of bodies are gonna be coming out, man. It's not their fault because they need some guidance. You know what I'm saying? I went over there and seen a lot of different things, man. And I was like, dang, prison ain't like it used to be. But that mental is still the same. You gotta get focused when you go in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, I spoke to Coach Kenny. They was telling me that you had the guys going out there doing some boxing routines and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of youngins, I was trying to tell them like, yo, don't come a box in the warehouse. When you sitting over in that situation, you just waiting. Some of them got the right concepts, trying to get out and whatnot. But the way that it's set up, when I sit there and look at it, it's set up because we used to have a lot of bells bombing here in Baltimore. We don't have that no more. So they found a way of us giving them bells when they feel like giving people bells. You know what I'm saying? So they sitting over there like boxes and shit, in a sense. And I seen the difference from Baltimore, um, Central Booking to Vegas Central Booking. When I went to Vegas Central Booking, I thought I was at the motor vehicle. They process is different, like you said, they're motor vehicles, or you at the emergency room waiting to see the doctor. That's how they carry it. They don't look like you locked up, but when they put you in lockup, you in lockup.
Mm.
Yeah, but going through the process of checking you in, it's way different out Vegas. But you know, um, I got there and I see like my mission is bigger than what I'm doing, so I got to start focusing on even in the gym, but outside the gym because I do have a voice in the city.
No,
So my
yeah.
whole plan is to get with the inner city youth, man, and tell them like, if we don't, we keep waiting on the government or the officials to help, you know, do what they doing. It's a business. This crime is a business. They turn it into a business. I said the same thing about USA Boxing. They used to have the state here, the regionals, then you go to the nationals. They letting you go straight to the nationals now. You know what I'm saying? So they cutting out the middleman and not really letting the kids develop. Same thing here. They say, man, we ain't trying to more rehabilitate you. We just gonna lock you up and make money off
Mm.
you. No, it's real. It's real. And I seen that when I went in. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I think the amount of time I think I did almost 18 to 19 days. I spent like $700 just sitting still. You know, yeah, it's real. I sit there and count all that money making. They getting it.
Well, I'm glad that you back, man, and hopefully, is it all cleared up?
No, I'm still working at something. I got, Vegas was, I got to prove my point in Vegas. Um, looking at the paperwork, I ain't do nothing. That's all. It's just I call it the money grab.
Mm.
So I just gotta show my innocence. Once I show my innocence, I'm good. Back to square one. But again, after this, get that situation on, I can move forward back into what I do. But I'm gonna do it even harder than that. They woke the beast up.
Mm. They gave you some motivation.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you get to levels and you get like lackadaisy, and we was working towards it, but now it really means something that the mission is different. The
Hmm.
mission is different, you know, inside the gym and outside the gym. That's the main thing.
Right.
Mhm.
You just recently had not too long ago Shelby with a win.
Yeah, my man Selby. Thanks to my man Coach Kenny. He kept pushing the button. We still move the needle, So so my system of my team is tight that I still can, push strings while I'm in. You get what I'm saying? Where they still motivating and still moving, and actually it works better for me because now everybody see my worth and their worth. So that's good. Our amateur team is doing good. Hopefully, we got 6 of them turning pros after the Golden Glove. Um, a lot of opportunities in the boxing world. You know what I'm saying? They just got to fly straight and do what they supposed to do.
Right. Um. So obviously, Amazon Prime they finally launched their first date. Keith Thurman,
Mm-hmm.
Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we can't wait until Tank's date, man. I'm pretty sure you guys
Mm-hmm.
can't wait as well.
Well, we working on it. We working on it. Everybody. The thing that I like about it the most, it remind me of when Jordan was coming out with their new pair of shoes and everybody was waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing here. So that's a good thing. Can't wait. His mental was right. He been dipping and dabbing, keeping fit. You know what I'm saying? So we good.
Um, you know, w- when you guys gonna start getting together for training camp? I mean, as soon as
Right now, right now, like my situation, I got to get my situation out of the way. I want my mind to be clear of that going into camp. Again, and we are actually in the midst of like preparing. You know what I'm saying? We preparing because Tank do me like this, nigga. Where you at? I just got to jump. I'm on a fly gun. So right now I'm just preparing. So when that call come, I know I gotta be at. Knowing him, I don't know where I'm gonna be at, but wherever we gotta be at, I'm ready.
he's been very outspoken on Twitter, which is cool because
Hmm.
whenever he clicks that button, everybody goes
Yes, yes. He
right. Everybody
definitely,
goes crazy,
he
right?
definitely been clicking it. He definitely been clicking it. And that's my youngin. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So we gotta figure out.
Um, you know, the Conor Ben fight happened last week. He was calling
Hmm.
him out.
Hmm.
Um, you watching the fight with Conor Ben and stuff like that. A lot of people see some holes. Did you see a lot of holes yourself?
It's boxing. It's depending who you in front of. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot, but again, I don't know how his camp was. I always look at how your camp was, the opponent that you had in front of him. That opponent was supposed to be his yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like a yeah, yeah, yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah, Pete Dobson definitely not really at that top elite level. So kind of feels like people feel like kind of got exposed. Got guys from the lower weight classes calling them up now. Um, he was calling out Boots once upon a time, not no more. Um,
You see me take a deep breath. He called Boots out. I was just with Boots, man. You don't want to do that.
yeah, we did spoke a little bit about that. You got some of the amateurs with Andy Cruz. He's looking good, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, god dang, goodness gracious. Every time he made some moves like this, I was looking at, hey coach, how you like me there?
Slick.
But I enjoyed it. And he looked at my kids and was like, yo, they still puppies. You know what I'm saying? He said, oh man, it's a treat great come out that gym. Yes, it is.
Yeah, no, I definitely, man. Him, Boots.
Mhm.
They have some other guys in there. I know you've seen them.
Man, it's a lot of them in there. I ain't gonna lie, I went down with Bosey, man. It was like therapy for me, man. Bosey always bring me in, man. Treat me like I'm brothers since we've been knowing each other, man. I went in his house, man. He said, "Man, do what you want." We had some fun. We actually was coaching to say we should have been laughing and stuff, right? But it was therapy, man. That road trip did me some justice. It got me back, like, you good. You gotta go back to your roots, Cal, and everything gonna be all right.
Mm. Mhm. So, getting into that card, and then obviously, I want to also talk to you about last night's fights if you was able to see them. You
Yeah, I
know,
watched him. Yeah, I watched him.
you always got some nice things to say. I'll tell you. So let's get right into the heat because it's obviously like it's noticed, right?
Hmm.
What you thought about the co-main event? I mean, a guy that you guys faced, Pedraza. Obviously, he went down
Well,
to
like I said,
135.
I said on my podcast that Keyshawn, he's gonna go in there and do what he's supposed to do. He did it in a great fashion. You know what I'm saying? He got his name in the books. He could say I knocked out the same guy Tank knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Um, Again, Pedraza at that age. You know what I'm saying? He's a company man. He went in there and did what he was supposed to do. And Keyshawn, he pushed the envelope because the rest of them ain't been doing it. That was a perfect setup for him. He did his job on that platform, great platform that he was on, that he did it with, so he can move forward. Um, I would say gruesome balls, but calling out Teofimo still early in the game, but that's part of the business. I get it, you know. Um, he did his job. My Ohio players, they know why I call him that. He came out, did his job, great work. He looked good. So they put, they,
Abdullah Mason, man, you
yeah, that's
don't
what I'm
throw
talking
a
about.
lazy jab in front of him.
No, man, he did his thing. So, um, that's part of the business. They put him in front of and gave him a platform, a showcase, and they did their job.
So you would have to give him a plus, a.
I give all three of them their A+ because they went in there and did their job. The people that's handling them, and people that's watching them, like you, myself. They went in there and did their thing. That's if they wouldn't have did their thing, then we had some problems.
Do you think why do you feel like it's too soon to challenge a guy like Tiafimo right now for a guy like Keyshawn Davis?
Keyshawn ain't seen nothing yet. He ain't been nowhere. He ain't been on certain platforms. It's a difference. He
Mm.
got the mindset, but again, when you in the mix of things, you know what I'm saying? And his numbers ain't up there yet, you know. So,
Mm.
just be patient. Just be patient, just be patient and let them keep doing what they doing. And to because he had some crazy performance before in the past, you know what I'm saying? And listen to his interviews, he's saying it was because he was doing what he was doing. Um, but again, it's different levels. You with me? It's different levels, and that's why you have levels. That's why you have levels. You know what I'm saying? So he made it through that level of it, the showcasing. It's not just the fight itself; it's other things that go with it.
I mean, what kind of Pedraza you think that was in there? I mean, Tank took that title when he was 22 years old, I believe.
And yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want to downgrade Keyshawn work, but again,
But in the same time, coach, they're going to compare. They're also going to
no, no,
compare.
I know they're going to do that, and that's why I'm gonna say what I'm saying. But Keyshawn did what he was supposed to do when they put him in front of him.
Correct.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? When Tank did it, it was a different situation. You got a Olympian, been defending and holding his title, and to a kid that's just getting on the block that nobody know. Different situation. I don't care how you compare it. Tank come on the door, the youngest champion, the youngest guy to win a champion. He's the first one out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? And they put him in the front of an undefeated, and he been in some tough fights before then, defending his belt. And Tank came in there and washed him up, knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? So that situation, I don't care how you look at it. You want to say, oh, he did this. They did that because it looked good on paper. But in reality, when you look at the whole situation, I'm explaining it to you, and the boxing people and the boxing right say Pedraza ain't the same Pedraza that of young. You know what I'm saying? Tank caught him when he was in his primes and put him out. And put him out. I mean, that was when he put him out, he put him out. You know what I'm saying? And
Big
he
hook.
went on. Yeah, Tank did. Pedraza went on and kept winning after that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, who always undefeated is Father Time. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at that performance, Pedraza, he ain't do nothing but just hoppity, 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 hop right to the work. He hopped to the work like he was a bunny rabbit. But
Hmm.
Keyshawn did what he was supposed to do. He stopped him. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, was he was gonna go, the referee stopped it, but was he was gonna go? Sure, he was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? The difference that he went and ate versus other fights that we seen that was in certain situations, they don't go eat.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
so when you look at it and other coaches look at it and whatnot, there's certain things that you see for us performance and how they look. Because again, the people's of B, they evaluating them performance and whatnot. They already know before how it's gonna play out because they trying to get to the bigger bags.
Facts. Facts.
Mhm.
To the main event, Teofimo López, the takeover, versus Jermaine Ortiz, the technician. The technician went southpaw from the jump to the end. What you think about the performance? Some people screaming, robbery. Some people don't know how to look at it the right way. How do you look at it, Coach Calvin?
I look at it different ways. Teofimo got a name. The guy, he's a new guy on the block. Teofimo is the champion. Um, um, it's more bigger fights that Teofimo can get in versus the new guy. The new guy had a great strategy. I can say that he had a great strategy, but was he really eating? You know what I'm saying? It was glimpse of it. You know what I'm saying? You can see that he could have did. And I know when he go back and watch the fight, he can say, yo, I could have did more. You know what I'm saying? Teo was trying to give him that opportunity, but he was mostly sticking to the plan. The plan was a good plan, but it didn't work in front of the judges. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look too good for the judges because we go back in time and go look at fighters. I'm gonna bring up Boots' fight. They say Boots looked bad that night against the guy that stayed away from him. Remember that
Karen.
fight?
Yeah, Karen.
Okay. Then we're gonna go with Shakur fight. He was fighting for a world champion. He stayed away from his guy, and they still gave him the belt. Why? Name guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go with uh,
Politics.
let's go with the one that fought Canelo, old guy, but he moved up in weight. Um Cuban kid that fought Canelo.
Laura.
Yeah, what's his name?
Laura.
Yes. Move, box, and everything. Lost fights that way too. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
won fights that way. So when you look at the fights, the kid came out. To me, he was boxing good. He gave up some blueprints. He gave up some things. When they sit there say, style make fights, we seen that. When they sit there and talk to me about, oh, take it, I say, man, if one guy fighting, one guy doing this way, doing this, you ain't gonna see the fight that we looking for. That's why some fights are not good fights for fights. You know what I'm saying? And we've been seeing that. It's like we getting glimpse of the fights that we want. That's how the fight's gonna be. I remember I'm listening to an interview. He said, "Man, I ain't let nobody change the way I fight. That's the way I fight." You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it, man, so that's not going to be a good fight to put that fight in because that's what we're going to get. You
I
know,
know, I know
people
exactly what interview you're talking about.
people want to see some action. They pay their money to see some action. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo was trying. You know what I'm saying? What's my man Tim Brandon? He lied to me. He ain't supposed to give you the game plan. You know what I'm saying? And he stuck
Right.
to his game plan and he did good. But again, at some point. You gotta let the people know I can beat you. He told me he was gonna knock Teofimo out. He was gonna have a good night on. I didn't see that. I didn't see none of that he was going to get. But he had the strength to do what he wants. So if I'm like this, if you got the strength to fight that type of fight the whole 12th round, you could have really took it to him if you really wanted to. And we seen glimpses of that at the end round. You know what I'm saying? That he's
Yeah.
saying, man, I really don't want to. And then T-Bone, he woke up. And when he go look at it, he said, damn, I should have fought the fight this way the last couple of rounds when I was in the fight.
All the
So
championship rounds.
yeah, so Tio did a great job. He did his job. He just lost me at the end, the last interview. That's when he lost me. That when he the last interview that he gave up at the fight. So it's like
What did he say? What caught your
he.
eye?
I told you he took me out the place when he got on that mic. I lost him. You know what I'm saying? I lost him, yo. So
He said
and
he said suck my dick.
yeah, like I
No
said,
homo. I'm like, what
yeah,
the hell did just happen right
yeah,
here?
man,
You
and
see,
I don't
yo, did
believe
you
that.
see Senior? Did you see
Yeah,
Senior? No.
yeah. So when you sit back and look at these things, man, it's like what the heck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the heck? So when you look at it when he was waiting for the decision, he was concerned. He was concerned. He got the decision. Up. He supposed to took it, got up out of there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Octo, thank you for the $2. Coach, how would Keyshawn do against Tio?
Not right now. It'll be a good fight, but not right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more than just the fight. Them young fighters got to understand it's preparations that go into the fight. You know what I'm saying? And he haven't seen nobody yet. Get your numbers up. Get your numbers up. Go through your transition. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna be
Um,
all right.
so so you kind of agree with Tio with his frustrations as far as he doesn't want to fight, but in the same time, it's like, hey, your matchmakers put you in the kind of the position.
Right. I mean, that's what's out there for him for the fights that they offering and that they getting and whatnot. They put him on a platform. He came out there. He came out there to fight. If you look at it, Tio was going to fight. You with me? But the guy said, "I'm gonna fight, my style." I can't argue with that. But again,
He took all his
when
punches.
yeah, he did, but it was moments in there, man, that he could have really stepped on the gas with T.O. Get what I'm saying? But for some reason, he didn't want to do that. So I get to strategize with it. A lot of them been using that method now. You get what I'm saying? Are actually surviving in the fight, but people don't pay to see that. You get what I'm saying?
You're
People don't pay
100.
to see that.
You're
People don't pay to see
100%.
that. They want to see a fight, and that's the thing that is getting there. That is getting to a point that they want to see a fight. They want to see them guys put that work in and do what they want to do, what they supposed to do when they get in there. But when the guy engaged in the way he engaged, you know, they gave it to their right guy, the guy that supposed to keep doing what he doing until they put him in the fight that they want to see.
Which is in your
The
eyes.
money fight. The money fight.
And what you think? What you think? What you think the big money fight?
Well, it's a lot of them.
You think it's
It's,
10?
it's,
And then and now, coach. Now when remember when I was at the Rise and I was like Tio and Tank was the toughest one, and then you know you study these fighters against these different styles
yeah.
that and I know that lateral movement that Tank has is his bread and butter. That's the problem with Tio. So now I don't even know what to think about. Like,
Listen to this. I hate to do this on your podcast, but come on my podcast tonight.
got you.
Come on my podcast tonight, and I'm going way back. And somebody told me something, yo, Tank is different. You know what I'm saying? And this period in time in our life is changing for both of us. He's a man, he's his own man, but we understand what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ask for this. We've been chosen for this. You with me?
Mm.
And me going back where I just came from, I'm on a different mental set now. And when we tap into each other, so these fights that we plan to get into, you have to be really super focused to put the type of punishment that we want to put out for the fans. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about the fans. And how would I say it? Coercing them to want to come out and spend their hard-earned dollars of seeing your performance at the end of the day, and how at this point in time, because we haven't seen the best of Tank yet. Nobody ain't bring him out yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I don't know how many generations that it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn is like that baby coming up into the next one. You know what I'm saying? You know how we look at generations. Tail Fillmore and all them came out at the same time. Um, we already fought Garcia already. So we just sitting back and waiting to see what's a good comeback one. Get what I'm saying, to get ready to do what we do.
All those names you didn't mention Shakur because is he retired? Like because of the retirement? Do you believe?
Reason why I don't mention Shakur all the time, he's like a little nephew of mine. You know what I'm saying? And how would I sit there and say he's one of them little nephew that be doing dumb shit sometimes? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's a human being. He's a great fighter. And I try to explain to them, yo, you and Tank know each other. You know Tank. You know what I'm saying? You know how I carry Tank on a serious level. You know what I'm saying? Tank, Tank ain't grew up like some of them did. It's different for him. So they said, yo, keep it like that. Because one Tank get in his mind that you on the other side, he gonna treat you like you on the other side. And that's not for us. You with me?
Mm.
So, be humble. Them fights gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was telling Graydon, I said, yo, he asked me a question. I said, yo, y'all don't have a clue how much money is being generated to actually put these fights on in the beginning part. And I start breaking all this stuff down. And I said, and that's what I know. I'm not talking about when they sitting in front of these meetings and who gonna put this money up. so they can see who got the money in front of them. You know what I'm saying? You know, people can sit there and say, they got the money, but when they say, yo, put that money in that extra, that's when you really see who got the money. You know?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's why fights take so long to develop. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to see how can they shrink the budget. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So they can make the fight. You know,
mm,
because they already know what they're gonna do with the fighters. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the other things that go with it. You know, to actually, it's like stocks and bonds. If I don't see a return on it, they ain't a businessman ain't gonna invest in it.
definite, yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, so that's like when they Cal, you know, Garcia and Devin great fight. Oh, that's good. You know what I'm saying?
April
But it's
20th.
that's what we say. I don't see what networks, what promoters. I ain't see nobody like but excited about it yet. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm saying flyers on the internet, but I'm not saying no none of the major heads who's current it talking about it.
The zone.
I ain't even see the zone. I've been looking through my phone. If I see the zone on
No,
it,
I'm saying
it's
that
good.
if they're gonna make it happen,
But did you see anything from the zone?
I think I seen that they're starting up an announcement today press conference.
Okay, now when you start seeing major guys that's in the field, I mean in it, start talking about it, it's a wrap. It's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Benson, a major guy.
I like to see. I like to see. You know what I measure everything off when they stand in front of each other at that face off. It's a fight. But then sometimes I gotta watch that because something might happen after they do that press conference because money being spent just go to the press conference.
Hmm.
So I wait. I just sit back and wait.
Hmm.
When I see them jokers sitting in front of each other, they talking and they doing their thing. We got one.
Old Mac original. Thank you for the $2, Coach. Was that boxing or running? Dev box, but this. So yeah, they're saying in that fight. Do you think that it was boxing or running?
He had a game plan. He had the same game plan that the guy that fought Boots. Remember the guy that fought Boots?
Karen, yeah.
Same similar, but the difference is when Tilo backed off, he went to him. That was the only thing that he made look clean. And when I seen certain things that he was doing, he had the ability to make it a good fight, a exciting fight. You with me? But he didn't. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. So that's what made the fight like and like Timothy was like, man, he couldn't cut the ring off. The kid had good. He trained to do that 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Tito thought he was gonna get a fight. He didn't get that.
My bad, Coach. Somebody was calling me, but I know you was talking, so I know that you was giving the good gems. Um, That being said, right, that performance that we just seen, right, you said the big name, right? So basically, if it wasn't Jermaine Ortiz and it was a guy named Devin Haney that was fighting Teofimo Lopez, you think that it goes the other way around. You
It
think that the
depends.
exact support, the exact body, just a different name, same performance.
You know something? They
Talk
might have drawn it. They might have drawn it just to save sake.
extra money,
Say it again.
extra money,
Yeah, because when you watch the fight, I ain't really see nobody get really hit.
right?
I mean, be real. I ain't see a punch like, oh, we caught him. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I ain't.
If
Did you
it
get it in
wasn't
that?
for the gash for the headbutt, these guys, both of their faces would have been clean. And you know Teal's face is never clean.
And that's true.
Never.
That's true. So that takes it off. So again, they gave it to the right guy.
Like he just wasn't sitting. He wasn't sitting on the shots either.
He wasn't trying to sit on the shots, man. That was just like, gone, gone. That's what it was. But again, they had a great strategy. In the words of my man, he lied. He lied. They don't never supposed to tell you the strategy, man.
So getting into that April 20th, right? Who do you favor in that fight with the Ryan Garcia? Like these guys are 4-4 in the amateurs, right?
Like me personally, I've been riding with Devin all his fights. I'm going with Ron this fight because I've been in front of Ron.
Okay.
I've been in front of Ron, and yeah, that's why I'm going. That's why I'm favoring it that way. You know what I'm saying? And what I think. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, it's going to be an interesting fight, but I think Ron had enough time being with Derek. You know what I'm saying? And taking the fight, both of them got a lot to lose and a lot to gain.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, it's gonna be a fight that's watchable. You know what I'm saying? It's just right now. I'm trying to figure out. They figure out the money. Who's the A side? Who's the B side? Where who name gonna go? Where the fight gonna be? They got all that figured out, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm almost more intrigued about that piece.
I, guess what? The PVC, the prime. I just want to see how the rollout happens. How they presenting the show. That piece, I want to see how all that put. That's what I like. The fight is the fight. You know what I'm saying? Once I do the face off and I'm in camp, it's fight for me. You know what I'm saying? The production, I like watching the production when I'm not in the fight to see how the company's doing things. You know what I'm saying? Because e- everybody don't understand all the work is put in.
Hmm.
Like Till tried it. It was a little corny a little bit, but he's showing some showmanship. And they put him on a nice platform, to show a little bit personality.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, no, definitely. Showsmanship is very key,
mm,
superly key. Um, Coming into that Keith. So the Rolly Romero and Pitbull Cruz.
mm.
Yeah, Coach Calvin's prediction upon two guys he
I
faced
just told you, Pitbull will knock him out
like that.
like that.
Easy.
Easy.
You don't think the size will make a difference at all in this fight?
Pitbull, Pitbull don't care. This is a fight. This is a fight. Everything is on Pitbull. Everything is on Pitbull. It's like whoever win this fight, we're gonna put you in position.
Mm, mm. So why? So he doesn't care about Rolly's power. Are you banking off of how gun shy Rolly's been?
What he been saying, what's been happening to Rody, he don't care.
Is that
You
what
get
you're
me?
banking off of, kind of more than anything in this
I
fight?
am. Yes, I am. One thing I know about Pitbull and everybody, oh, we don't want to see that. I bet everybody tune in to watch that.
Yep.
I guarantee you tune in to watch that.
Hey, you know what? Some of these performances that people are complaining about, maybe they won't be
You
so.
ain't gonna complain about that performance that night.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Maybe they'll start going back to the rise and say, "I'm sorry, coach, you was right."
I try
um,
to tell them, man. I mean, like I said again, through the history of time, fans want to see something. That's what makes me spend my money. If it catch my eyes, you got my money.
hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one.
You like that it was a double header, like the way they're doing it with the show, the show time. No, my bad. They're doing a daytime, not a daytime, but like it's an all day affair. My boy Kyron Davis going to be fighting Elijah Garcia.
Well, they trying to treat it like you got to remember, Prime is in everybody's house. I keep telling you that. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
like
you
all
get
day boxing, you know.
right, and you can do that because their their I was saying platform is so big. That smile in everybody's house. So you get to catch something that you don't like. You get to come back. You know what I'm saying? And then catch the main fight that you're looking for. So they doing it right because it's gonna get other fighters that recognition of being seen for us their performance that night. It's prime. They rolling the red carpets out. This the first of the year for them PVC coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just worrying. I'm looking at the production. I want to see how the production is because that's the thing. What we have to prepare for when our turn come up.
That speaking of that, obviously, people thought, hey, Pitbull would have been, a contender because we kind of always put him on that possibility list. Um, Now that's not on the table. Who you thinking, Coach? Who are those
And
options
tell
left?
you that, and any company that got a nice rollout, they keep it top secret.
Yeah,
I give y'all hints. I give y'all hints. But at the end of the day, in the words of Al Heyman, you
okay,
got to do what the fighter want to do.
okay, okay. I like it. I could deal with hints. I
Hmm.
could deal with hints. So shoot,
I already gave y'all one. I
hey,
gave y'all that one.
I missed it. It
I
went
said
over
so.
my head.
I said it's a oldie but goodie.
It's an oldie but good. I mean, people. When people heard you say that, they said, oh, Manny Pacquiao, this is and that. Were you hearing that? That's what people thought, right?
Like I said, it's a oldie but goodie. It's gonna make people go, okay.
Mm. But like oldie but goodie.
Got to figure it out. That's
Old.
how the lottery is. You got to figure the numbers out.
That's
That's
true.
why. That's why you got to play to win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, Coach, what do you think about now with the 40 division and Matias? You're looking for some of these fights. We have, you know, Devin saying, hey, Bill telling, hey, I might go to 47. He's been wanting these fights. He's the real deal.
He's
What
going
do
to
you,
get it. He's going to get him. He's going to get him. It's just who want to fight him. That's the question.
some people think they're trying to wait him out. What do you think?
Uh, he still got to fight. He's still going to keep trying to prove himself. He's still going to fight. You can't just set him on the shelf. He's still going to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just again, what team want to take a chance to stand in front of him? Do that make sense? Because they're saying high risk, no reward.
Mm-hmm.
If he come in and sit there say, just give me a $500,000, I'll fight anybody. Guess what? Somebody gonna take a chance because they're gonna see more than what they normally see.
Mm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now nobody ain't gonna take a chance going in front of him. Like he ain't bringing nothing to the table that's gonna make me change what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Who you think's that dude at 140?
huh?
Who you think's top dog 140?
You got a lot of them out there at 140. You know what I'm saying? We don't know until the 140 start talking. Devin already fought Regis. So Regis is gone, but he's still in the mix. Um,
Speaking of Regis, after the fight, Regis spoke upon T.O.'s performance, and Tank said yours wasn't that good either.
right. So I don't know why guys do that when they don't have a good performance. Don't say nothing. Your performance look bad. Don't say too much. I remember we had a bad performance. We you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We be quiet, we stay humble about it, make sure we look good the next one. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even call it a bad performance. It was just one of them nights, you know. It was just one of them nights and whatnot. But we learn from that because sometimes you need certain things and certain things happen so you can learn from it.
Right.
And
Right.
that's how I look at things. I don't look at bad situations as bad. It's just something that you need to get right for something that's going to come down the paint.
100. We didn't speak upon that main event on the 30th with Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu
That's
at
gonna be
155 pounds.
that's gonna be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Um, Again, Thurman and company, man, taking chance. The money must have been right. You know, Thurman not gonna put what he been built on the line unless he see it's gonna pay off or give some dividends that it's gonna move the needle. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You know, so we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. And this Thurman's first fight at that weight class.
Right.
So again, is that's a pivot move he's about to make because he can't get certain fights, or he say I'm gonna do a money grab and go back down and give somebody else a chance, because the few jokers they just need that name. So he doing like Canelo really.
Mm. Ellaby got him winning that fight for the upset.
That's a tough one because I look at him at 147, but then at 147, I don't know what was going on with him in camp. It might be a little bit better for him at a higher weight. That could be true.
Mm. So, who do you favor in that fight?
What I normally do is I wait until I start looking at a lot of both of their tapes, and then I look at how they looking when they doing their interviews, promoting the fight, talking about the fight, being in front of each other. You know, that's what I look at. Then I sit there and say, okay, this the person gonna win the fight because of A, B, C, D, F, G. You
Mm.
know, because again, Thurman been busy,
Mm-hmm.
and so he do have that on his side. He's been busy, but
He's
it's a
been
new
busy,
weight
low
class.
key. Low key been busy.
Yeah, right. But the weight class is different. He's going up into a bigger weight class. We don't know how he's going to perform on that big stage at that weight
Right.
because he's the big stage. That's the difference. That's the thing that Tim would have to worry about. But again, he hungry. He know if he knock off Thurman, he in the mix now. He got a chance to get at some other guys.
When you look at skill, do you feel like if Thurman can take his punch, how much of a shot you think he has? Do you think
That's
that's?
the
I think
question.
that's like the main factor in this one, right?
That's the question. You just answered the question. Can he take his punch? We don't know that until he get in there that night. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but
Is
I'm
his
saying like, does
mental?
he have the skills if he can take that punch?
It's hard to say, man, because Thurman, a couple of fights that I was looking at, even when he fought Barrios, you with me?
Hmm.
He didn't look like the Thurman that I know. See, I know Thurman from the amateurs. He didn't look that. I don't know. I always say for all the time, ain't no joke. Or certain things you ain't getting that you usually see out of Thurman. You know what I'm saying? But this weight class might benefit him. It might benefit him or it might hurt him. I don't know. But Tim, he used to being at that.
Hmm.
So that's at his favor. So again, this fight is a question mark fight.
Yeah.
But then it'd tell his Thurman said, "They said, shit, I look good at this weight." And he have a great performance. He probably stay there. Then that
Mm.
brings more bigger opportunities for him. If
Right.
Tim, if Tim beat Thurman said, "Shit, that wasn't my weight class. I'm going back down to 47."
Hmm.
You get it?
Hmm.
So it's a question mark fight to me.
Coach, when all said and done with Tank's career, obviously you have many other fighters to mold and build and go into war with, but like, where do you what else do you need to see? What, not necessarily what do you need to see? What do you want to get out of Tank's career when it's all said and done?
Um,
Got the highest pay.
I never thought about like how you watch basketball. He got the most threes. His numbers threes, most passing the ball and all that stuff. I think that we as a team and him as an individual, he did great from coming from where he came from. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, I would never thought in a million years that I would take a kid to this level and meet the people that we met and doing what we doing and still doing it at this high level. And he's sitting in that chair. So that means a lot, you know. And it shows me that if continue to get the opportunities that I get with these kids, they have a chance to make a difference in life.
Well said. Well said. Coach, like, if you had to leave an impact for people that don't know Tank, that there's an actual camera shoved in his face, that he's just talking, that you believe is a good thing that you would like to share to the people as far as his personality is concerned? He looks like a mean dude when you see him in interviews. He seems like he's the most humblest kid, nice, well spoken. Um, Tell me, like, what are some things that people don't know about Tank that you would like to share?
Being with Tank for so many years and being around him and watching him evolving or becoming who he's going to become and who he is, it's amazing. It's like a message is being sent through him that like you can still make a difference in this world. Put the right people around you and do what you're supposed to do to make it happen. Because it's deep conversations that me and Tank have. That move both of us, and it's not. I just sit back and think like, damn, what's our real mission? And I found out what our mission is to actually elevate our youth. You get what I'm saying? To let them know, man, you can do anything. If you watch Tank, I'm watching Jokers train with the jewelry on. They training them with designers. You get what I'm saying? It's like boxing is changing. When you sit there and really watch him, how he come with certain fashions. It's like Michael Jordan when he came with the baggy shorts, then Iverson came, what you call it, with his look. You know what I'm saying? Then Tank coming with his swag in boxing. And then you watch certain dudes copy it. They don't want to admit it, but they'll copy it. You know what I'm saying? They trying to see what's the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? And they don't blueprint. We built it like this. We
Hmm.
built it like this. You know? And a lot of times people say, oh, y'all ain't got nobody in Baltimore that can fight. We got a lot of people in Baltimore that can do this. You know what I'm saying? I hear commentators saying Baltimore coming to bid the fighters now, you know, because we bringing talent out here. And there's always been talent out here. They just had some type of stippling on them, but just keeping them here. You know what I'm saying? And it's bigger than that. So, again, when I try to tell Tank, they say, Tank, we're here for a reason. We're here for a reason, and we have to make the best out the reason why we're here to actually elevate the minds of youth, to give them something to look forward to, because you got to look at it, man. We got a lot of man. When I travel, man, and I go to nationals and stuff, man. If Tank went to a national and the kids see him through the silver gloves, any one of them, man, they would go crazy.
I heard that Wally Moses was saying that when Tank used to fight in the amateurs, everybody would want to go up.
One ring, just to
Yeah,
watch.
just to
And I
watch.
keep encouraging them, like, yo, just get them treat to them youngest, man, because that's what keep boxing alive. That's what keep boxing alive. Having them fighters, like when I see Terrence Crawford was at what you call that, was that's big for these kids. They give them something to look forward to. You know, Shakur shows up. They show up to give back, and you don't get that much.
Right.
You know,
100%.
so when I go and try to make sure I represent GTD. To show that we do with it. I just one time, he did that for me one time, just one time. I don't know how happy I'll be because I
Mhm.
would see the smiles of the youth look forward and sit there and say, man, because so many come and say, yo, that's my favorite fighter. I see people putting tattoos on them. I see kids like, man, so it's amazing, just to see that. So it says a lot. It's we boxing for the culture.
Yeah, and you have seen it evolve lately since, obviously, because of Tank being a big figure in Baltimore. You've noticed the traffic.
And I noticed, I used to tell Tank, I said, Tank, you ain't little old Tank anymore. You ain't little Tank anymore. Come here. I got a little kid up here to show you my little inspiration. This little kid right here. Come here. Come here. I want y'all to look at him. Give me your name. Tell me your name. Montana. Montana. Look at this kid right here. See this kid?
Yeah,
It don't
I know
stop.
Montana.
Yo, it don't stop. When y'all see this little kid, you gonna say, oh my God. No, this little one, he see the light. He
You
see
got
the
social
light.
media?
Huh?
He has
You got
social
social
media
media?
yet?
Yeah, he got social. You got. Go ahead, tell him what your social media.
The show, right?
Come on.
Showtime on Instagram.
Showtime
Showtime
on
on
Instagram?
Instagram. Yeah.
Showtime.
Does Showtime on Instagram.
Oh, I got you. I got you on Instagram.
Yeah, watch him, man. Keep your eyes on him. I've been in a minute. See, that's why I'm in the gym. I'm waiting for. He got another one. Come here, time machine. Yeah, man,
Time
come on,
machine.
that's why they there. See, that's another one. That's what keeps me in the gym.
What's going on, Time Machine? Where can they find you at, man?
On Instagram at 3_ Mr. Time Machine.
Nice, nice. How you like
Yeah, cool.
boxing?
It's
How you
cool.
like boxing in the Upton gym?
It's cool. Well, it's actually great because it keep me from out of trouble, a lot of trouble. Now that this new generation is in Baltimore, keep me out of a lot of trouble.
Man, that's great, man. Stay listening to your coach Calvin, man. He's a great one.
Yes, sir.
All right, keep going. We'll see you.
See you. See, that's what keeps me in the gym. You know, you can't get $1 million for that. You
Yeah.
know, they come to the gym, they light your face up. And look at Kenny. See, look.
The
That's what
the
we do.
Bible.
The Bible. That's what we do, man. You know, we're just trying to put systems in place where we can just not just get them in boxing, but pass the things that they need to get past, the tools that they need. You know, if I can convince the government to fund these gyms and then tell them these are systems that we need here to actually make great citizens, they'd be surprised. You
Real
know,
rap.
you've been in the gym. Am I right or wrong?
Damn right.
You know,
Damn
so
right.
hopefully somebody will say, yo, I'm gonna bless Coach Calvin, yo, because I know he got a vision.
Yo, and there's people that see it. There are people out there that do see it. You know, that's the blessing part of it all.
Yeah.
Now, Coach, looking at that performance with Tia, do you feel like the division is going to want to be attack dogs? Are they going to want to be barking at the plate? Obviously, Tia also calls out Terrence Crawford. Obviously, with that performance, I'm pretty sure he's not even coming close to looking that way. What you think? You think people are hungry to get that WBO?
I mean, it's a lot of opportunities. Again, it's just based on the people that's in charge to make the fight happen, to tell you the truth. You with me?
Hmm.
So in that process, you know, when them opportunities come, will the people that's in charge or the fighters always want to fight. You know, that's why I'll never get on the fighters. The fighters don't want to fight this fight. Woo, 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 woo. Because they don't understand the process of making the fight. And then when they do make the fight, we just got to make sure that the individual really want the fight. You with me?
Mm.
You know, so all we got to do is just sit back and wait. You know, and people moving themselves in certain position to actually make the fight. Because again, when I sit back and look, them guys sit there and say, "Man, you gonna put that 30 million in the bank to cover the fight?"
Yeah, we're gonna meet 7:30 here.
Yeah, 7:30 in the morning.
I'll be here in the morning.
All right.
I'm gonna text Charlotte and tell her to remind me.
All right, bet. All right. So that's what the deal is, you know. That it's a lot of great fights out here that's going to happen. You know, I'm still waiting on the Wilder and Joshua fight. Yeah, Kenny say he gonna hit you tonight.
All right, sounds good, Kenny. You talking about the Fury and Usyk fight?
No, I want to see actually Deontay Wilder and Joshua fight.
Mm.
That
Mm.
fight was supposed to happen years ago, but you know,
You think this is
you
a
get
perfect time to bring Wilder back to light with
I
that type
mean,
of fight?
that was the fight that was supposed to make that mega fight when when what's his name came over with Joshua. So me personally, I would try to make the fight. You know, um, to make Wilder get back on his throne. That's the fight. You get what I'm saying? That fight can be easily negotiated because he's like, if you trying to get that signature comeback and that signature fight, that's the fight you can make to actually put you right back. You know what I'm saying? It won't be for the money that y'all would really thought would have been like in the beginning when all both of y'all was hot, but y'all can get a nice because both of y'all got losses now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you can highlight that fight of the fight that we was waiting on. Makes sense though, don't it?
Yeah.
So I just gave that to some of y'all. I'm learning. I'm learning. Here's to be.
You like, but who would you side in the fight? That fight, the boxer or the puncher? Well, they're kind of both punchers, but
That's why I said that would be a good fight because I just hope I can be the trainer.
mm, yeah, Wilder could use your help.
I wish I could be the trainer if that happened. I hope like I'm gonna give Coach Calvin a gift. I'm coming to train, or you come to me, and I bring my team there.
Mm. Coach, question. As far as punching power is concerned, um, is that something that you believe that you can make better, tweak over time? Do you with exercise, weights, bands? Is that what did or is Tank was Tank just the guy that always had it in both hands? Did you guys work on it? Like
His frame built. I used to call Miss Tank a Mercedes and BMW smashed together.
Mercedes and a BMW smashed together.
Smashed together.
Okay.
Remember back in the days, they was the two hottest cars out there.
Yeah.
So you take two hot cars and put them together, what you gonna get?
Fire ass car.
And that's why I kept saying y'all ain't seen the best of Tank yet. Y'all only kept saying, "Oh, he got power, he got power." Then when he fought Cruz with one hand, oh, he can box. But y'all still ain't seen that viciousness yet.
Shit, you should have seen it. We did a live, right? When Tank talked about Conor Ben, I had so many UK people in my live, right? And I was like, Tank will knock him out. You know what I'm saying? I was saying they were not having it. How would you say that? This is that. I'm like, come on, man. Then I had a whole bunch of other people back my statement up. That's somebody's.
Listen, like I said, Tank is amazing, man. I just can't wait. Man, if I had a microphone, but man, his conversations, man, that nigga, man,
Mm.
yo, I enjoy kicking it with him, man. I really do. And watching him. Sometimes I used to sit back and say, man, he don't listen. But then when I sit back and listen, I say, yo, I can't this next round this year and him doing what he doing and they putting it together doing what they doing, y'all gonna be like, yo, you ain't gotta worry about his what's that word you use? His legacy. It will speak for itself.
Mm. Mm. You
And at
know.
the end of the day, that's what legacy built on. The challenges that you take, that you in front. That's legacy.
Yeah, and speaking of that, right? You know the fight with Keith Thurman and Tim Zoo. It's not for a title. It's just beating the man. You know what I mean? That's all that
Like I
matters.
just said, that's the question fight. You hear what I
Exactly.
say? Just like Pitbull and Rolly. Which one of y'all make it out of there, going somewhere?
Mm. Yeah, they say I think when it comes to that fight, Cruz definitely is more equipped. He has more game, more boxing game than Rolly. That's for
It's
sure.
gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be crazy. It's
Hmm.
gonna be entertaining.
He speaks a little Spanish as well. What do you think about rolling out with Bullock anymore and Bullock being very outspoken upon it, man? That's a situation, brother. But that's not that's boxing for you too.
Yeah, but again, it's hurtful. I mean, I don't want to expound on it because it happens so much. But at the end of the day, man, sometimes that's how you mess your blessings up. There's something bad can happen behind that.
We spoke upon that on the podcast too.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it real because if if the way how a good friend of mine, I like Bullet. Bullet, he was very sincere with that kid, yo. And people don't understand, man. Coaches put their heart into shit. You know, I mean, especially when the money wasn't even there, and he took him to the money.
And defended him the whole career.
Yeah, so when you look at that, yo, that's like your ace coon doing it. I mean, even if you do things, he got to be there with you because the love is different, the respect is different, the training is different. You know what I'm saying? The situation is different because at the end of the day, he know when you on and he know when you off.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know,
Um, when we talk about they got this fight with Kambosos and Lomachenko as well. That fight, who do you favor in that fight?
man, I'm looking at they two guys that's over there that's trying to figure out where they gonna fight at. That's what I need to know. That's my
Australia.
question. Huh?
Australia.
And, oh, Gambos is doing it again. But I don't know. I think Romachenko got some clause in his contract when he fight in somebody else area, he gets more money.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I know that. Go back and check. Go check. If you go check all his pays, he always made more than everybody.
Mm. No, I know he makes money.
Now I'm just trying to tell you, because for Romachenko to be that guy and making him go to his Cambosa situation, I know he's not going there to fight for peanuts.
No.
Because you got to remember, Gambosa's been on top when he fight at home.
Yeah, and they're fighting for the IBF too.
Hey, that title. I mean, don't get me wrong. Excuse me. I ain't gonna say don't mean nothing, but again, that's the situation. Again, another where we take these guys at after this fight. Who moves on, or who we just turn into Madraza?
Mm-hmm.
Am I
Mm-hmm.
right or wrong?
No, yeah. Because like just touching on that, like I remember after Keyshawn was done the fight, I mean he's calling out Tio, but after that it was the winner, to fight the winner of that fight and Navarrete fight because those are all for titles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So you got to figure out where it happens after these fights. They don't question marks. Right now, whoever in charge got them pictures up there with question marks, and they sit down. That's 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 the great thing about boxing. Me and Kenny back in the days, I say, man, USA boxing must got a room where they got all their pictures up. And they looking to see, okay, we're gonna move this. They playing chess.
hmm
They playing chess, but on the chessboard, they look at who's more valuable on the board.
right.
And you got to look at it. Gambosa must have been valuable because they put him right back in the pocket.
He sells in Australia. He has a
They
great
put him,
gait.
bro. That's what I just say. They put him right back in the pocket.
Yeah. When it works, you do it again.
Yeah, but again, now I'm putting them right back in the pocket, but I'm putting them in the pocket with Romachenko.
That's the difference maker.
Man, that's a different maker, but they see something too. Like, can he push past Gambosa? If he can't push past Gambosa, we can't keep investing in that.
Somebody got to go.
You hear me? What did I say when I first started this conversation? That question mark. Didn't
It'd be like that. It definitely be like that. Oh man, that's so funny.
I?
Um, but that heavyweight bout that they're gonna be having with Fury and Usyk, who do you favor
Yeah.
in that fight?
Usyk hungry, man. He hungry, yo. I mean, I give it to Fury, man. He been doing his thing, but I think it might run out this time.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta remember, man. He even contemplate retirement. Remember?
yeah.
So when I hear that, it's like, do he still got that fire? Is anybody getting him up there? Oops, to say something out of his mouth to get him get it. That's how Tyson is. You gotta motivate him. You motivate him. Oh, you gonna get some work. He gonna get in there and start singing and dancing and working hard. You gonna have a different fight that night. But it sounds like, he's like, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
I got Usyk in the fight.
No, that's what I'm swaying to too, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Unfortunate with the cut situation. Like, I don't know if you ever touched up on it, but like, it didn't look intentional. But at that close, I think it was like what 2 weeks, coach. Do you slow down sparring at least the tempo? 2 weeks away from one of the biggest fights in the heavyweight history since 30 years.
Man, I mean, you don't want nothing to happen because anything can happen in sparring. It's sparring. It's no. Only person that's regulating the sparring is the coaches.
Right. And I've heard
And
you guys.
when they in there, like I was watching the video, guy was talking about sparring, about guys go hard. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they got another Alpha Omega in front of them, they go hard. You know what I'm saying? And guy might come in there one night, but he'll pay sparring. It depends. I mean, I don't know their method of how they use their sparring partners. You know, like I use mine for different type of method. I just don't have my guy in there sparring just to be sparring. I'm looking at something. I'm working on something. I'm trying to see something.
Right.
You know,
Right.
sometimes I say, you want to spar Tank? Come on through. Because I get a lot of open. Oh, I want to spar Tank. I want to spar Tank. So they send me information. I look. I say, I can see that. All right, come on
Yeah. It's true.
through.
Then we got the light heavyweights. They got the Bivol and Better Beef, man. That's
Ooh,
finally
yeah,
happening, man.
yeah, yeah. I'm a fan on that fight. But I
Yeah.
know the bar, he's going to do his thing. He's solid. But if what's his name knock him off, woo, he's on.
He's a force, huh? Better Beef.
Yeah, he is. But like I said again, this is platform right here. They give him an opportunity.
What do you think about those styles? The style clash up between
It's a
those.
fight. The ball is going to do he's going to do what he's been doing. We seen that when he came out with Canelo.
Yeah,
We see him. He ain't changed nothing.
but this guy's punching way harder than Canelo.
Yeah, we know that. We know that. But Canelo, how would I say that? It's that he been ruling that weight class for so long.
Hmm.
It's not like yo. That's just like somebody say, yo, you think Benavidez can go up there and deal with that? I said, yeah, because he's big enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said they said I'm a fan of that fight. If
Mm.
what's his name beat him, he on. But if the ball keep doing what he doing, he the man. He's the man.
I know he beat Canelo too, so
Right? He's the man. So when you coming up there, you gotta go see the man.
he would definitely probably move on like a chapter in your pound for pound list as well if he gets
You hear
that.
what I just say? He's ruling that weight class.
Yeah.
So anybody coming that weight class, they gotta go through him.
Hmm.
And what's the name getting his opportunity? When he get his opportunity, he lose. What's the name? I'm the man. You come through this. You say you want to get in this weight class, you gotta come through me.
Mm.
Watch his tone. Watch his tone. You're like, dang, Cal said that. He knows it's a big fight. He know he punching different. But he been running that weight class for a while now.
Coach, I'm gonna ask you this question, the same question I asked Boots, right?
Okay.
You think Tank got more hype coming into TV bouts under Floyd or when he was in the gym sparring stories?
In
Because
the
that's
gym
that
sparring.
street.
And,
Because that
and
that street hype
I'm
was
not
going
even gonna say
crazy.
that. Everybody knew Tank in the amateur world for what he was doing in the amateur.
So you got
You
to
with
add
me?
that. So you got to add that to the equation.
Right. So that was one thing because guys used to come in here. Man, I can beat such. Well, it's gym stories too because I got a lot of them. I can't wait till this documentary come out. That is true. When I
No,
come to
people
think
build a
about it,
lot of hype, especially around the city and
yeah,
outskirts of the city. Come on, coach, you know.
Yeah, you 100% right. When I thought about it, because I reflect, and it's a yeah. No, you're right. The gym story is a
that
good story.
nervousness gets you talking.
Yeah, yeah. All that stuff, and that's why Tank is different. Man, I used to tell Tank, me and Kenny used to get Tank hit like, nigga, stop hitting niggas in the mouth.
Fucking the shit up.
Stop doing it. It was like he had a thirst for it.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah.
he found this calling. You know what I'm saying? He
You
found this
gotta
calling.
explain. You gotta explain to the parents and shit what just happened.
Man, man, they already knew. Don't put my son in there with that light skinned boy. Yo, the parents can't come in the gym, yo.
Calvin, you put him in there one more time with my son. My son's leaving the gym. Okay.
The one I just showed you just now.
Yeah, yeah.
Same exact things. I'm like this, you know. I'm like, you know, when he get in here, that's all he want to do. And I just look at him like this. It's like I'm going through a deja vu.
Mm.
I ain't lying. When I got locked up, he played football, and that's all he wanted to do because he's very good at football too. And he came and said, Coach, I'm gonna stay in the gym like you all the time. I said, man, get out of here. You're a football player. You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, man. I'm quitting football and I'm staying in the gym with you. I said, man, get out of here. And I'm walking off. He said, Coach, man, I love you. I walked out the door, I got locked up. The whole time I got locked up, I thought about what he said to me. And that kept me like, yo, I gotta get back home to them youngins.
Right.
And every day, if I go in there, I got my little peewees. I said, peewees, suit up. All of them. Little ones, don't have a clue. Back to the basics. You know, I had all my elite, suit up. I told my brother Steve, I said, yo, you got the elite. They good. Everybody want to train them now because they bid it in. They D&E and you know what I'm saying? You know, I say they on autopilot. I say when they step into that next arena, Kenny still making sure he keep them tight. I'm having fun with the babies.
I don't know how you guys do it. Balance the pros, all the traveling. I've been noticing you guys do a lot of traveling.
Man, like I said, our Lord bless us to do what we do, you know. I'm just waiting for that big blessing where I can do without nobody. I had to answer to nobody. Just
Mm.
do it because
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what I really want to do.
Well, you know, you got your blessings over here, man. I'm glad
No,
that you.
I know, but yeah, hey, y'all blessing me now. You know, that's why I always say certain guys for certain interviews because you always get me with questions. You be smooth with. I think you're a psychiatrist, man.
Yeah, Kenny coach. He's like, you're tricky like a judge.
Hmm. Yeah, you do, man. Braden be getting on Kenny, man. You on the other side of the world. I said, man, that's family, man.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
but
Kenny
I
still
like,
there?
huh? No,
Kenny.
he out there training. He out there working with my Pee Wee class. He out there working with the class right now because I'm in here with you. Day Friday, I try not to beat him up on Friday too much. This my I wouldn't say my spiritual day, but this my day where I do a lot of reflecting.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, this my day of reflecting, man.
And what do you do? And what do you do to reflect?
Well, I go back and recap my week. Did I accomplish everything that I said I was going to do? What I missed, I try to make it up the inner Saturday. Try to make sure I get it all done. So I accomplished something. That's been my thing now. Um, try to figure out to take a little bit of time. I don't care if it's an hour. It's something just do for me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just something. I have to do something just for me. Nobody else.
yeah. You gotta
Yeah,
treat yourself. You're
yeah.
always being a coach. You're always doing something for somebody.
Mm. Now you know how I was reading this book, and it said always pay yourself first. So I gotta. It's not about the money with me. I gotta do something that make me feel good.
Mm,
Something that I can go. How you said that? Say you get a feeling like you did something and it served a purpose that make you feel good in the inside.
Facts. And that's the kids.
That um, going to visit somebody that's sick, uh, going to stop just to say hello that they ain't see you in a while. Just try to do some things. That it's basic that would mean a lot to somebody. That mean like, yo, you stop past. We like somebody might be doing something somewhere, and I ain't telling them I was gonna show, but they told me, and I gave them their information, and I pop up. That makes man, you'd be surprised what it does.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what it does because especially when they don't know you coming and you came and you made their day. That it means more to you because it wasn't coerced or anything.
Coach, do you get a competitive edge or an urge to say, I want to fight against that fighter and that coach?
Not only do that against that coach.
Oh, when it's all said and done,
It's not the fighter, it's the coach.
it's the coach. So, do you do research on the coach? I think we spoke upon this. You said that you do research on the coach, or you do something like that. I think you said you
Yeah,
already let it out, coach. We've been doing views.
no, I know. No, the coach is the object of the fighter.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So you by knowing who the coach is, you can kind of know exactly what the fighter is.
That
Beside,
that that see, I have a team around me, and they say, yo, why you always do that? I said, they say, if the police have to investigate me to find out everything about me, why I don't do the same thing about what situation I'm about to go into? You
mm, I see.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you hear me, I say it's not the fighter. The coach can teach the fighter to do all these things, but I want to see what a coach mental at.
Mm,
Is he the one putting the plan together for the fighter?
facts. That's a fact. Coach, out of all the guys that you eliminated in the Tank Davis's resume, what's your most proudest win?
My most proudest win. Tell you the truth, I don't have like proud wins because I don't feel it. It's like like when I go shopping, they had to catch my eye to make me buy it. You know what I'm saying? But there's one fight that I love, and I can't tell you why I love it, and that's the Gamble fight.
You say you can't tell us why?
Yeah, because it's gonna be in my documentary.
Damn, you hyping. Yo, what you need to do is at least get the title for it so that way you can
I
keep
already got
pumping
it.
pumping
Y'all
it.
gonna, y'all gonna see the trailer gonna come out in a minute.
Oh yeah. That far, wow. So you've been working on it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. What
When you see the trailer, it's coming. But it's certain things or certain events that happen in each of the fights that people don't know about. There's a lot of stuff a lot of people don't know about that goes on preparing for a fight, with a fight. Um, Tanker called me and asked me questions about things. I said, "You don't remember that?" He said, "I like the way when you tell the stories." You know what I'm saying? And but this documentary that we are putting together, it's not like your average documentary, right? Because I'm gonna let the people tell their experience of us
mm,
because it's the truth.
mm,
It's not scripted. That's why I keep saying, "Yo, we here for a reason. We're not here for a season. We're here for a reason because it's something that he want us to do. It's something that we must do."
mm. That's deep. That's real deep. You always get deep up in here.
I think that's one of my purposes because when people say they hear my story, but they don't really know my story or really know me. People that really, really know me, they look at me and say, "Yo, I'm proud of you."
Mm-hmm.
So
What was I gonna tell you? I had a question for you. It was a good one too, but that's probably what I'll probably save it for later on for your for the other podcast. Um, but I appreciate you for tapping in with me, Coach. Man, this was
man, I think
awesome.
when I talk to you, it's not an interview; it's
It's
conversation.
not. It's just special guest Coach Calvin on the show
Yeah,
today.
yeah. That's why I say you'll be a good therapist.
mm, appreciate you. You gotta let y'all talk, man. That's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
People want to hear y'all.
I like because we talking and we're not bashing people.
No,
We're not bashing people. We talking and the way you deliver your answer, I mean your questions, it make you go, "You almost got me there." But you good at it.
I appreciate that. We had Bill here on the show, and like he asked me, why don't I put pressure on you guys? And my question,
What type
very
of
hard to.
pressure? I mean, what type of pressure you can put on our guys when you know a lot of screaming and hollering? I ain't got time for that. That's a different, talking over people, not getting clear about things. You'll ask something or say something, then you jumping over trying to, avoid. I ain't got time for that, man. That's how that's how that's how certain things get blew out of proportion, you know, and whatnot. I learned something today. Sometimes from different cultures, different backgrounds, different belief, sometimes we can do things or say things or move certain ways that can become disrespectful to someone. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
And try to actually learn their behavior, learn them, you know what I'm saying, to get to know them, then y'all can come to a common ground. Um, Somebody said this thing, Cal, why y'all don't make the fight with Devin? I said, when people being disrespectful, why would you do that? You won't be around a person that's being disrespectful to you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, he actually the same thing with the negotiations with Matias. He disrespected Orengo. Like if he's not like a freaking super millionaire and like he doesn't
Mhm,
need boxing and
mhm.
if you want to make an agreement, you got to have some type of respect. So when I asked him the question, I don't know, I sent it to you, and he's like, "Mill City, you're gonna have me raising my voice right now." He's like,
So,
"You can't pour Panda on me now, Mill City." And then
mm,
I'm like, "But because that's a fight that I want to see." You know what I'm saying?
mm.
I like Matias, and I
I
support
like
him.
him too. He been doing the same thing every fight.
He's
You
a,
know,
he's a good guy. He knows I know you guys, and when I spoke to you my first time about him, up to you, you spoke highly about him,
nah,
and he,
you can't because he's a fighter.
yeah,
He don't make no noise. He come do what he's supposed to do. So I respect him. I know Patias probably look at me and said they say he knows. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
he goes and says, I would love the opportunity, and it's like he just knows how to go about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It's how if you want something, you have to. But when how would I sit there and say in that business world, if I coming at you with that raw, I'm gonna stay away from you. You won't get no business. But if I come to you with some reasoning and some what you call it and whatnot, you have to make me feel like, damn, he got some great sense right there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And it makes you comfortable of doing what? Business.
Hmm. And other like the people too, right? It's just like you got to understand people's placement too. Like Devin and Bill, like Bill's his manager. You know what I'm saying? Like you're Tank's trainer. You know what I mean? Yeah, you could be, you know, a mentor. Obviously, that's what a coach is. You know what I'm saying? Since
No,
young.
a coach sees every move and around every move, and when you can tell when the fighter's going through things, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on different levels with my fighters because I've got so many different fighters doing different things to understand different things. Um, Sometimes I just sit back and just listen. It makes sure it makes sense for the fighter and everybody else that's dealing with the fighter. You with me? Because
Hmm.
everybody got to do that job. It's just not the fighter. The fighter job is to train, fight, get paid. Everybody else's job is to do the rest. So he only got to worry about what he's supposed to worry about.
Right. Salute to Blind Faith Mills. What coach Calvin's eyes right now? Who's Coach Calvin eyeing right now? Who's their target? Is it Ben? Of course.
Yo, if I had $1 for everybody to keep asking that same question, I'd be a billionaire right now. Because everybody is anxious to see what the next move is.
Hell yeah. I am
Everybody
too.
anxious, and that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like I said there again. I'm looking forward to the production and how they're going to present the smile in everybody's house.
Mm, mm. Yeah, because I overheard um Espinosa saying that he's also entertaining pay-per-views with other networks as well. So that's not just Amazon Prime and stuff. So when you say that,
Yo,
I
I'm
be I
just
be listening to your words. I'm like, we gotta see the production and see if it fits our motto.
man, listen. I keep telling you, them fights gonna happen, but Joker's gonna have to fight. And
Yeah,
what we've been seeing, that running, it's great. I'm gonna tell you, it's great to get back like the old days. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with O's and losses and wins. It's about the fight.
you know what stuck with me too? That when we talked about Tio and Tank too. When you said, "How do you know he's a dog, Mills? When he hasn't been in front of a dog?" So when I was analyzing my Jermaine Ortiz prediction, I add that as a factor. And I'm like, because I know that Jermaine's from where we're from. I know he's a dog, you know. So key factor, and you got me thinking so many different things. But that's what's good about styles and stuff. You got to see them with other styles, and sometimes as a student of the game, you will humble yourself by yourself.
Yeah,
But sometimes people don't know how to humble themselves. They need to get humbled.
and that's what happens. You know, that's
Uh,
what happens. You know,
Claremore Rain, Mill City Boxing. So is he still waiting on the finances to make sense for him and his team?
who are they talking about?
Tank.
No, we got other issues that we are dealing with that's holding everything up. That's all y'all need to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not. It's not Tank. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. It's not his team. They know what he's supposed to do. We just got other things that we can't get around right now. So we just got to be humble, like you just said. Stay humble, stay focused.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are you expecting from Amazon Prime anyway?
Like I said, you want to see how they present the fight because all that plays a factor on views. That
True.
plays a factor. That got a lot to do with
And
it
the
because
subscription too.
right, it plays a factor because I can't tell y'all certain things that I'm looking at. How? Because this a new avenue for us too. Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Of course, for everybody.
Yeah, it's a new avenue that makes sense because we have our followers too, and some people are not on social media. I can give y'all that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to figure out how can we get to them people to know when it's coming.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely, absolutely. Coach, you got time for some call-ins?
Yeah, go ahead. I ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting here today, Friday. Why you think I called you tonight?
Oh, damn! That sounds so much better, Coach. That's so much better. Super last of my list. Why did I call you,
No,
Bill?
no, no. You say the best on the list.
Ooh, I like that, Coach. Appreciate you.
Reason why? Because I told you should be a counselor. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up here kicking and I'm enjoying myself. You know, the kids in there working, all waving at me like, oh, coach doing an interview, don't go in the office. You know what I'm saying? So I got some peace right now. But they know I'm in the building.
Lit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Claremont Rain, jump onto the live. Make sure the phone lines are open. Phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. Subscribe to Mill City Boxing. We got the one and only special guest, Coach Calvin, in the building. Uh, Phone lines are open. I see we got some callers already. Right away, here it is. First caller, Claremore Rain in the building.
How you doing, Claremont? What's going on?
He's tapping in right now. Claremore, he just said what's up. Coach Calvin just said what's up.
Coach? How you doing today?
Now I'm hanging in there, enjoying being alive.
Okay. Now I'm hanging in there, enjoying being alive. Listen, first of all, I want to welcome you home.
Thank you.
Good to see you still smiling about whatever's going on. That makes me feel that you got it under control. You made it real far in your life, man. And I don't want to, it doesn't. I don't like hearing anything that sounds like it could bring you back into something, man. So I'm definitely praying on the win for you, without a doubt.
Thank you. You said the key word, prayer. You said the key word. I'm all right when I hear that.
And we stay praying.
Yeah.
Said the word, prayer. You said the key word. I'm all right when I hear that.
So yeah,
That's very important. That's very important. So, Coach, we understand that everybody's anticipating. We understand everybody's anticipating the next move for Gervonta. You know, he's the face of boxing. They're really anticipating seeing him in the ring next time. And you mentioned a little bit earlier that there's some wrinkles that need to be ironed out right now before you guys can even think of coordinating next fight. So is it fair to say that until that happens, that anything we're hearing on the media is just a bunch of trolling, that really nothing can be cemented until those situations are ironed out?
No, I can't say that because certain things you can work on because we know it's just a process that we are in. We're in a process right now that we got to go through a particular time for them to say, y'all can do what y'all want to do. So right now we got to look at a lot of things that's coming at us to pick what's the best opportunity and figure out how it's going to work because like I said again, it's so many people involved with a fight before the fight is even made. And who's going to control the actual fight of actually putting the fight together and where it's going to be at, where it's going to be fought at. There's just so much stuff going on behind the scenes, especially when you get to them levels of fights.
We got pound for pound boxing. What's going on, man? We have Coach Calvin on the line.
We got pound for pound boxing. What's going on, man? We have Coach Calvin on the line.
Salute Mills. Salute Coach Cal.
How you doing? Pound for pound.
Man, I just want to tell you, salute on what y'all doing in the boxing. You know, keep helping young kids grow. I got my TV on. Keep helping them young kids grow. I appreciate your whole story, how you come from nothing and make something out of these kids. All the discipline, all the long nights in the morning, dropping them off, getting locked up, coming out, staying strong, staying prayed up, alhamdulillah. Thank God, whoever you believe in.
Alhamdulillah.
And just keep on growing. Out of all the narratives and stuff you see on the internet, just keep doing what y'all doing. At the end of the day, we just talking. Y'all keep making it happen, and I'm going to keep reporting on it. Salute Mill City, all y'all. Peace, baby.
Thank you, pound for pound.
Hey, that's why. That's where that raw power comes from. It makes you want to put that work in. Thank you, pound for pound.
Claremont Rain.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. There's a lot. It sounds like there's a lot of moving parts to getting that franchise that you guys have built to move in the right direction. And I could definitely respect that.
So I guess my only question would be, there's all kinds of rumors going on about opportunities everywhere, and Jervonta Davis owning his own promotional company, you guys being a company as well. I understand your affiliations with, Al and everything like that, but are you guys open to the best opportunity across the board, or you guys just focus on the opportunity inside of PBC and Amazon?
See, certain things I don't expound on or talk about because how would I say? You know how in the army they got certain things that certain people can talk about and certain people can't talk about. You know what I'm saying? Some things I'm privileged to and I can't let the public know about. You know what I'm saying? Because then I have gag orders or I'll be ostracized out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember I'm young in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And to understand the business, if you always hear me talk about the here's the be, I try to learn their philosophy of how they do business. You with me? So right now you just gotta sit where you sit. I'm like a what's that, an intern right now. You know what I'm saying? But they saying the work that I'm putting in and how I'm carrying things, it's like, yeah, he's fitting into the system. You with me? Because certain things can't come out until everything comes to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you let things come out too early, it's other moving parts that's trying to stop moving parts.
Underground boxing. What's going on? We got Coach Calvin on the line.
What's going on underground? We was a club in Baltimore called The Underground. One of my favorite songs, The Underground. What's that? The one with the long nose. What's his name?
The Pinocchio?
Yeah, he had the long nose, but he was from the Humpty Hump.
I do the
The
hump.
Underground.
Okay.
You remember that? Yeah, you bobbing your head.
Talk to me, Underground. What's on your mind?
I wanted to just talk a little bit about boxing, man. I want to know how everybody feel about that performance last night with López and Ortiz. I really want to talk about that Davis fight, man. That Keyshawn Davis fight. How y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Coming from everybody's perspective. I'm going to keep it real. This is what I'm going to say about López. I think we're going to have a hard time with Devin Haney if those guys fight. I really think he's going to have a hard... And the way, with his attitude, the way he act, if he can't catch Devin Haney, I got him giving up on that fight. This is my opinion.
So my question to you, do you like that type of fight?
I do like that type of fight.
And that's why you're a fan of that type of fight. So everybody gonna have what they everybody gonna like everybody gonna have that fighter ain't fighting that fighter. We just seen it happen. You get what I'm saying? But and I'm gonna speak for the heads to be. Does it sell?
No. Are you talking about the Jermaine fight, Ortiz, Jermaine and López fight? What fight are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Tito fight.
Tito and Jermaine.
No.
Yeah, I'm talking about does that fight sell?
I didn't like that fight. It wasn't really an action fight, but I think Ortiz did a great job fighting him. I
said the same thing, but again, it doesn't sell. Let's go back. I'm gonna take you further about Shakur fight. Do you like Shakur fight?
I didn't like his last fight. No, it was boring.
Okay, all right. Let's go back. Did you like Boots fight? Yeah, the one that kept moving against him.
You're talking about Karen. Did you like Karen's fight with Boots?
No.
On the undercard. That was the undercard of Tank.
Yeah, I didn't like that fight either.
We got a whole bunch. I didn't like that fight. So when you talking about fights, we want to give the fights, the fans, the best fight that they're going to see where they can leave out and say, man, that was a good goddamn fight.
Because Tank's tickets are expensive. So if you ain't getting what you want and you're mad, you going to pay $300 for a ticket and be mad? I don't think.
Tank and Ryan Garcia fight was starting at $700 for nosebleeds.
You feel
me?
But
was it a good fight?
It was a good fight, but it was still $700 for nosebleeds.
But again, listen to this. Let's see, this where y'all mess up. I remember somebody came out with a product and they said, I am charging this amount of money. But the public wanted to buy it. So they paid for it. I can't get mad at something that I want to see, that I want to be at attendance. So again, you want to see something to make you leave out that venue saying, man, that was worth my money.
Yeah, exactly.
You want Calvin Klein or do you want Gucci? What you want? Calvin Klein or Gucci? They're both nice.
so so that's what I'm talking about, man. That's the difference. When a fan leaves, if you hear Tank's slogan, you support me, I'm gonna fight for you. Listen to the key word. His last, I'm going to fight for you.
True indeed. I've been at a lot of Tank fights, man, and they all pretty exciting. You come to fight, you put in a great performance every time. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like his last fight with Ryan Garcia, the newest for 700, man, he put in a great show.
Listen, that's your first time you ran into that, right?
Yes.
And how many fights you went to Tank fights?
I think 4 or 5.
And that was the first time. Wait a minute, that was the first time that cost was different, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
And know why that cost was different? Because it was two different type of guys going against each other.
High demand.
Super high demand.
Super high demand. That's the only reason why tickets go like that.
Let me reel them back in. We had two of the hottest fighters fought against each other. Get what I'm saying? And didn't even do the numbers that they did.
How about that?
You know, we got a super chat here. Blind Faith, thank you for the $5. Blessing Mills and Calvin. We're beacons of light that came from the darkness, but yet we still rise. No justice, just us, cause it's only us for us. 100.
Woo!
Blind Faith.
Yo, I felt that, man. I felt that. I'm gonna label that as one of the scriptures right there. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, man. To show the world, man, that anything is possible because we're gonna need each other's support.
Yes.
Claremore Rain, I know you got a question. What's popping? I see you.
No questions. Actually, just participating in the conversation. As far as I do think Ryan Garcia and well, you said Tio and Devin, right? As far as if you want about that fight, right? I can't remember the gentleman's name. Yeah, I definitely would love to see that fight. I think that'd be a great fight. I want to see all you guys fight, man. You know, Calvin, Coach Calvin, I get a bad rap out here because I push to see Tank fight. You know, the guys I want to see him fight. I want to see him fight Devin. I want to see him fight Tio. I want to see him fight Low. I want to see, you know, Frank Martin. You know, the regular. You hear it every day. I want to see those fights. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always pushing to see those fights. And you know, the excuses that a lot of the fans make, I just don't hear that coming from you guys. I don't hear about weight issues or things of that nature. I hear preparation. I hear business needs to be right. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm all for y'all getting the business right and for us to see these fights. I really feel like you guys want to see these fights at some point as well. Tank communicated he has a bucket list of fighters he want to get at. So, you know, I'm here for that. He's a great talent. He's probably pound for pound one of the best fighters. He might be the pound for pound best fighter out right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we want to see him fight against the generational talent that's out there. And we want to see the biggest fights that could be made. That's all. No pressure. Love what you guys do. Who can hate what you guys do? I mean, that's crazy.
I agree with you 100%. But again, I always speak about the here's the be, and then I go back and look at history. It was a lot of fights that we would like to see that didn't happen. Like one of the fights I want to see Joshua and Wilder fight.
Right.
And that fight was supposed to happen when they first came here. And I'm still asking for that fight. And that's how I look at it. And that's how I look at Tank's career. But again, in the words of Al Heyman, you have to do what the fighter want to do. Because at the end of the day, he's getting in the ring. If he said that, say, Coach, we fighting all of them. You know what I'm saying? And he sticks to that. Guess what? We're fighting all of them. Y'all get it?
Yes, sir.
I only do what a person wants.
To be honest with you, this whole entire interview is giving me it's put a light on a lot of dark areas for me. I think it's been a great interview because I really can see like how genuine you are and how you're taking your time with the business. And I know the pressures could be crazy from the outside looking in. So, you know, my support is there. I really do think Tank's a great fighter. I want to see the fight, but I definitely understand that there's just some things I just don't understand, you know?
Right.
And we just gotta be patient and wait for them to happen. That's all.
But they're going to happen. They're going to happen. Them fights going to happen. I remember the pandemic, and Terrence and Spence was going to. I said, guess what, y'all? That fight is going to happen. And guess what happened? It happened.
It happened. That's a fact. The fact.
We're going to get them fights. It's just, again, a lot of the fans don't understand the preparations of putting them fight. Man, the only one that really tells it is the promoter from the Zone. And he's Eddie. But Eddie is not the guy that's been here promoting American fights for so long. So he's on the outside coming in, but he's in there. You get what I'm saying? So when he said this, man, sometimes I go home, I want to cry. And I hear promoters saying this on that level. And I remember one time he's like, yo, they was almost gone out the USA, but so happened they got back on. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Right. So when you hear that from top promoter, then when I look at top rank been around. Don King left and came back. Top rank still here. So when I look at top rank brand, they've been with ESPN and TV for so long. They're gonna stick to what they've been doing. That's been working for the brand. Ain't gonna change.
Yeah.
And then when you look at PVC, PVC is like the new Don King. But the difference between their brand, they're looking out for their fighters.
Okay, so, I got a question about that because I was on a podcast earlier, and I want to know how y'all guys feel about fighters fighting on other promotional cards. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they say a lot of politics in boxing. Just like you said, PBC, they want to build their fighters up. So just imagine you had PBC fighters and DAZN fighters fighting like on a national card or a top ranked card. Do you think that'll eliminate all of the bias and the politics of the fight? Like whoever wins. Like a lot of people said Ortiz won last night, but it was a top ranked card. There's no way he was going to win. Do you think if he was fighting on a different card, like a DAZN card, that he would have won?
Well, again, you got to look at it. We got Walmart, we got Target. We used to have J.C. Penney's. We used to have Sears. They different brands that's doing the same exact things in their store. Some are still hanging around. You with me? And some of them are not there. So they're going to stick to what works for that brand. And you can't knock that. I'm hoping one day that they sit there and say, who got the best promotional company out there? Your fighters against my fighters. And let's do it. Then that's going to change boxing because then them two are on the same playing field. Because sometimes when you go in different cities, just a lot of things that you go in different cities, medicals are different, commissioners are different. There's a lot of stuff that you got to deal with to actually make the fight happen.
Yeah. I like that idea, by the way, that you said about, I pictured it in my mind, this company against this company's fighters. That was really, that picture was a nice picture. That sounded like a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? On the table right there. I would love to.
No, I mean, that's how you can tell. I mean, you got to remember, the companies are doing a great job of what they're working with the fighters and whatnot, and producing and building their fighters. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. I am a coach that is looking for the best opportunities for my kids. You know what I'm saying? To change their life. So, but if I can get with a company and say, yo, Calvin, I got you. You ain't got to worry about you. I'm going to take care of everything you need to take care on this end. Guess what? Every fighter I bring to the table, it's going to be that, like that. And I've been doing it since the amateurs and now making my moves in the pro. You know, so it's coming. We just have to be patient. Boxing is changing. If you look at some of the new stuff that they're doing in boxing, we got the team, what you call it, that's different cities. Yeah, then you got the one round. Everybody trying to find something that's going to keep boxing exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So if boxing was on one network, I say, Prime is getting in tune with boxing now. People see something with Prime. Prime is a big enough company that can throw more than one promotional company on their network. Prime is huge. It can be a top rank in a PBC, in a DAZN, on a Prime.
But we got to see how it works. You got to remember, if you never promote, you just don't want to take money and throw it at a fire because it will get burnt up. So once they figure out the system or how they can make it work and still put out the fights that the fans want to see. You know what I'm saying? You hear fighters outprice themselves and don't really have the market to really bring that type of money to itself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a story. Paul Williams was great fight Margarita. Paul Williams used to come here and train all the time, him and his coach, good friend of mine. And Paul said, man, I wish I could get that fight with Margarita. And I said, Paul, you truly think you could beat Margarita? He said, yeah. I said, get somebody from your team and get in touch with their team and say, yo, I don't want a lot of money. Give me the opportunity to fight you. Guess what happened? History.
Coach, the WBO belt that you guys have, you guys spoke upon that you don't really want it. Is it like, is that the vibes? Is that the vibes that we're gonna push it away? Are we gonna try to continue?
No, I have this thing dealing with kids, right? Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing in life. I mean, the society said, they say, oh, give them something for just participating. You know what I'm saying? Go win the championship. Don't let them give it to you.
Yeah, that's how Bosley feels too.
No, be old school. Because that's what I got a thing with parents. Oh, I'm not gonna train my kid like my parents trained me. Ain't you a good person?
Right.
I know you can take some of the stuff that your parents instilled in you and change a little bit thing, but at the same time, you're doing great for yourself. You know, you're doing good for yourself. So don't change the method of how you got what you did because it worked. You know, so again.
Coach Calvin, this been in the media for a while. Well, not for a while. I'm gonna say everybody been seeing this in the media about Gervonta about Tank fighting on Conor Ben. Him and Conor Ben been going back and forth. Can you see that fight happening like either this year or next year?
It's based on who got control of the fight. I'm gonna tell you that much. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I hear you. The thing with that being said, Conor Ben is at 147. So they think the 147 Conor Ben is what they fight next, and that's Jervonta. No, of course.
I mean, they're always trying to get Tank to lose, so I can see what he's saying.
I hope not.
No. I don't know. What you think, Coach?
Go ahead.
I don't even want to see how we all sit up here talking about that fight.
Yeah, we just like it don't make sense.
I got a buzz. Hey, Mill, I got him already. You know what I'm saying? I got him thinking about that fight. I got a buzz. You don't get it.
You know why he did that, right? Because he's from Philly.
I get what he's saying. Ben is heavy. Actually, he's bringing another pay-per-view country to watch him fight. If you go look at his last fight, he didn't fill up an arena.
No, he did.
So when they start looking at this the make sense out of it, you know what I'm saying? If it doesn't make sense, it's not going to what, y'all?
It ain't gonna happen.
Because if you're an investor and you had to put your money up and you're looking for a return, guess what?
You might not do that after you look at the real numbers.
Can I ask one question? Do you guys
He's breaking up a little bit.
ever have any aspiration of like unifying and disputed or doing anything belt-wise,
If the opportunity makes sense to everyone.
Okay.
I don't mean just the fighters. I say everyone because again, somebody got to put the money up first before the ball start rolling.
Right.
We got Titus on the live. What's going on, Titus?
What's up, y'all?
We got Coach Calvin on the live. You have a question, bro?
I'm listening.
Congratulations on all your success, Coach.
I appreciate it, man. I got some more that we chasing down right now.
Of course. You know, once you raise the bar, man, you guys got it. You know, raise it up a little higher. But Tank is a big
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Titus, for calling, man.
Yeah.
Guys, last minute questions before I let.
I got a question, just want to say, man, outside of boxing is great, but I do everything you do. I see how you work that can go instead, and I'm not gonna mentor not like that. Big job out there with I can't wait for everybody until you hear about that change like that gonna be gonna happen. God bless you, man. That's everything that's over there on your side of it. Everything all right?
I appreciate it, man. I just want y'all keep us in y'all prayer, man. Keep supporting us because we fighting for y'all. You know, everything that we do, we just trying to make a difference in this society because it takes us as a whole to make a difference.
Amen.
Man, I do want the moment. This thing, I think it. You know what? So I do appreciate. I'm back. 17. I had a chance to chat with you guys. And just honest for the ring that you know, and just to watch became friends. So much and
Underground.
Thank you.
Good, buddy.
Closing ornaments. Everything good? You guys all set?
Everything good. Everybody that was there. I'm in love with military. Everybody knows boxing. You were hard, man. I appreciate doing that. Did Coach down. I did bars. That's my first time. I felt like home again. Titus with the same thing, man. I'm just happy to be a part like that. I took second to me.
Salute.
Salute, man. Appreciate you.
Real fun. Love to y'all.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, fellas.
Take it easy, Carl.
All right, man. Hey, salute to all of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you for taking the time, Coach, as well. You know, just
Man,
to
I
talk
told
with
you,
the
man. I
people.
told you like my therapist, man.
Yeah, I like talking to you.
That's, you notice we always say that. Like, dang, I like talking to Mill. I see why Kenny stay on your podcast.
Yeah, you guys what time it is, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a minute. We've already been like 2 years in the making.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Yeah. That's how you grow, you know. That's how you grow, man. You know.
Um, like I said, man, it's bigger than boxing to me. I got to work on. I got a lot of stuff outside of this gym I got to work on, man. I got to prepare for the future. And Tank moving his way, I'm moving my way. We moving the same way. So we got a lot of stuff to do, man, to inspire our culture. We stick together. Anything is possible. Mill, you gone?